The goblin has another panic attack.
How deep are you? What day are you on?
Still in the 9th day. I'm on eliciting. Chapter 11.
So you're real early.
Really, yeah. I finished. I listened.
We need one more.
You can have 2.
Done with David.
2 number 4.
All right. Sorry, you don't get.
I wanted
to walk it down. You got it.
I did that one at 1.7, and I'm never going back.
I started that. If you said that, I was like, I think I like savoring the when they're rushing through it. Like I feel like I was rushing through it.
You felt that way?
I like the.
That's very dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
We'll never talk about this again.
Fine.
The live stream, right? And,
by the way, Sean, I've been meaning to tell you this for a while. So 2 years ago at my family reunion, my brother went and bought a bunch of root beer, and we voted on what was our family root beer. And I think he just went to like the local grocery store and got like the 4 flavors in. So next time we have a family reunion, I think I'm gonna hit you up and see if you can give me some real.
You know, for Priest's Quorum,
you did that.
When did we do that?
Yeah.
I usually don't bring the water down.
When did I get the whole selection? It's like a year ago?
At least a year ago.
Yeah.
No, I remember you talking about that. That's one of the reasons. Like I'm like, oh.
Is that how much?
Yeah.
It was really cool. Oh no, it was more than a year ago because it was Halloween time. Because there was the pumpkin one.
I remember Joaquin specifically passed my team. We were sitting there eating. And I pointed out that you were the only person who invited me back. We haven't seen you.
All right. Yeah. So before we get going,
this guy likes me.
Like the notion that we have has a section for escaping Wild Run now, or Wilder Run, and that has several sections in it. So it has like the book of Wilder Run, which basically contains like a record. A sort of like a diary entry almost.
Is there a link for this notion?
Can you read the line about Zorro again? What was that?
Yeah, I'm sure there was a line in here about
Zorro.
Zorro.
That's what I said.
Incorrect.
Zorro.
It was like, yeah, it was
Zero? Zorro.
They called it us in droves, screeching and biting with unnatural ferocity. The party fought bravely, slashing and crushing the cursed thing, but Zorro, he turned tail to flee. The coward's back is the first to bleed. And sure enough, one of the creatures struck him doom as he ran.
I can't wait for Zorro's turn to write.
Yeah, so there's like a journal entry basically. I thought it would be kind of cool if, and you guys can say no, but I thought it was kind of cool if like a different character wrote like a diary of what happened from that character's perspective every week, and then we have like, different people taking it, and then and it would be have like a different take from a different perspective of what their background was and all that.
I would like to know Zorro's perspective.
I really like the idea.
I think it'd be kind of cool. I also used Midjourney to create, some imagery basically of the stuff that was happening.
Show Zorro. So, you have a nice picture of Zorro in there too.
Yeah, we have a nice picture of Zorro. So, yeah, so there's some stuff.
It's a very Tolkien illustration. I like it.
Yeah. There's also a list of all the characters. So they're all in here, and that contains the stats and things like
You
that.
still have the pretty boy picture, the little boy.
That's still good. Yeah, and I used the shirtless one for Zorro because I figured that's what he'd want.
I want you to know, when I saw the photoshopped copy of my little character as a kid, I about lost it.
That was funny. That was super funny.
Wrapped cellophane around him too. Like,
well, right before you put the helmet and pike on him, I was gonna text, he needs a pike, and then it just appeared. I'm like, this is even better, like preemptive pikes.
And then last but not least, all the artifacts and stuff like that, the letters and things like that. Populated.
I'll also say this actually motivates me to create more artifacts.
Oh, the artifacts are great. Like,
fun things.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Robert, I have a
that's
prima donna question
paid
for you.
Paid content. Yeah, go ahead.
Are the cool lights to help with the fidelity of the recording?
I can dim them and change the color. Is that the question?
Yes. Warmer is just preferred to me.
Yeah.
But
problem is I have a preset that like sets them all up. So.
But it is not worth anything that is inconvenient.
But I was wondering, like, since we're here at the office, would you like to go make some photocopies?
That's kind of the vibe I get.
I can warm them up a little bit.
take a little bit.
I'll get it.
Sorry,
do we want to do a recap?
Sounds quite nice.
I'm a light freak.
Yeah, I can.
Recaps are good.
You want to? Okay, I can.
Recaps are good.
Or. Okay. So, you all found yourselves awakened in a clearing in the middle of the night in an unknown forest, surrounded by strangers. After fighting some wolves and sleeping in some magical house that some of you distrusted, you began to trek in a direction, hopefully to find your way out. Some of you were eaten by a frog, and others decided that there is some corruption in the forest, and that it's, as long as you don't know which direction to head, maybe follow that to its source. And so you followed this creek until it disappeared into the sheer wall of a bluff. And then, working your way kind of away from the creek, you try to find a place to set up camp that was not too dense in foliage, but had some a steep wall to your back and some protection. And so that's about where we left off. And I didn't write down the watch order.
I think it's important to clarify, Zorro was not eaten.
Yeah.
He was munched. There was no swallowing action.
Only because you put the toad to sleep.
Maybe. Also, there was a little demon in there trying to set it on fire from
Somehow
inside.
missing.
Apparently, it's a picture. There's a second set of legs. Is there really?
Could you
So-
pass me a pencil?
At some point, the fact that you keep missing is going to be even funnier.
So we did not set the watch order yet.
Not that the one. So someone volunteered first.
I
He
volunteered
said he was
first.
going to go
I
straight
just
to
went
bed.
to sleep. No.
Yeah,
I said I would take second watch and kick him awake. Wake him up to join me in the second watch.
I heard kick the first time.
Okay, so let me write down just.
Which I will
we're not
then
actually
go
going to
back
start
to
watch
sleep
yet.
until I have
But,
my spell slots back.
oh, good.
Yes,
Roll for
but
initiative.
You did not talk to anyone, so you will be kicked repeatedly during my hour, my watch hour. Like you needed to communicate and you did not.
Well, when
As
you
a
wake me up,
whole-
I will say, I need 3 more hours, or whatever it is.
And I will say, well, then you should have said this before you went to bed. Right now, it's your
Well,
watch time.
We'll get there. Just, look.
Are mom and dad going to stop fighting?
So we got 2. Were we doing? I don't remember if we were doing 3 or 4. Or 6 or
Oh, I
7.
was going to do 3.
Okay.
Is it nighttime?
Well, we're gonna start before people actually
Oh.
like you're setting up camp and stuff, but I didn't write down whatever was put in the chat.
I'll help with third watch. I would go early anyway.
Do we have any empty spots for watch, or is it all filled?
It depends on how many you're doing. You know,
Well, we-
Three watches, right?
Yeah, 2, 2, and 2. So
Teach first watch.
you gonna go with Kingsley?
Yeah, I'll go Kingsley on first watch.
Okay. And Nor. Okay. So anyway, so I have that
and
for
we
later.
have room for one of the watches to have 3 people.
And when we get that, I'm just gonna have you all roll your perception, and then I'll just take it and
And I will set up a string with a bell at one end,
yes, you do.
where I think there might be something
Most
coming
likely.
in. But I won't tell people that. I'll just tell people to keep their ears open.
Yes, I remember you saying that. Okay. So as you're setting up camp, and Aeon, I presume, is starting a fire.
No problem.
I'll chop some wood.
Chop some wood. Okay. Yeah, so you just have a little bit of time before people start turning in and before it gets fully dark.
What a waste of a day this has been. We have no idea where we are. We don't know where we're going. We don't even know what we're looking for.
I differ. We've done a lot. We've identified some pretty horrible blights attacking this forest, and I think now our course is clear. We must rid the forest of these blights before it can consume it all.
I agree, but do you even know the name of this place?
I assume it's Wilderun.
You know, I would feel a lot more compelled to be helpful if I could just remember who you guys even are. I mean, I know we've all introduced each other, but I can't remember much from beyond yesterday.
I think we're all in the same state.
I know, and it frustrates me.
Strange
Did you
magic
read your
has.
homework?
I don't know. That frustrates me.
Why be frustrated by the past when you
Here.
can live in the moment?
He has a point.
I take off my shirt.
I'm just gonna perform routine armor maintenance.
I will say, so it is. Actually, yesterday was the spring equinox, which the druid might pick up on as a few more days pass. So it is, as the sun goes down, it does get a little nippy. Just
It's already too nipply out here.
For Zorro, extra nipply.
I look best when erect.
You know, if we want to keep this monetized in the future,
I don't think we hit a word yet here that would demonetize it.
In fact, I think people would pay even more to see it.
A little extra for that stream.
Perhaps there's a side hustle for Zorro in the future.
Only fans indeed.
Yeah.
only nerds.
That's in the paid portion.
I cannot remember much before yesterday either. I mean, I have memories of me childhood, but that's about it. And there's long stretches I cannot recall.
Well, I remember my father's court. I remember my brother. I remember how he died. I don't remember those 4 hours. That's the curious.
Point of clarification: do we remember like going to sleep at some point and then waking up here, or is there just like our day just stops?
No,
it's
so
fuzzy?
so in your case, yes, you remember going to sleep, and same with Kingsley. I think that's true of most of you. Some of you had different experiences, but
But for the majority, we went to sleep
They-
and woke up. In the
he woke
theater.
up. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we don't actually have missing memories.
You don't have missing.
there's a
So
block of
yeah, so
time
you
we're
don't
missing,
you don't
right?
have missing memories, but things are hazy, right? So like
I mean, memory is getting better by the minute.
so so for example, like you feel
I'll come
like you're
back.
just not having the umph in your magic that you're used to, right? You feel like you should be a little more coordinated than you
But
are.
you have muscle memory. You have like repeated, immediate responses.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though you can't determine why you would act that way.
Yeah, but again, sometimes like when you swing your pike, sometimes you're like, I just feel like I'm a little sloppy today, right? You just kind of have this kind of hangover feeling going on. And then it's possible that you have some specific memories missing. I was telling this with Mark in the side conversation, right? But I haven't dictated any specific memories that you have missing. Like it's quite possible that there's
So
things
even
that you
the
don't
DM
remember.
doesn't know what's missing.
Well, because there are details that maybe you don't have about your character yet that could be the ones you choose to have forgotten. But that's the idea. So I wasn't going to dictate it for you.
I think it's pretty obvious.
The dice tray.
They're
Your dice are
summoned
your drink.
here
You might need it.
from our previous locations.
I understand why I was selected, but why were you selected?
To save you from being killed twice in a row?
Fair enough.
I think we're only here to serve you, Zorro.
Idiot's right.
That sounds.
We don't know why we're here, but we're here.
Well, I know my purpose. Oh,
I've hidden it. And I was not selected for a watch, and I am under something just out of sight.
Okay. Yeah, little friend has disappeared.
I do want to say, blights are no natural plague. They're rooted in dark, foul magic. And I had this experience with my old forest with a blight that had descended upon it. And I found the source of it and finally was able to root it out. It was a stone obelisk with runes written all over it. So if you see runes carved in stone or in the woods or in the ground, it's like just know they're natural. We must tread carefully and stick together. We have to survive this.
I'll keep lookout for these strange rocks.
Runes.
Right.
Right. Aye.
Runes on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Around the rocks.
Do any of you have any flasks of oil?
Oh, I do.
Aye. Can I have a few?
Sure. I'll give you one.
Oh, thank you.
I have two.
Goodman, could I have just a splash? Just a splash.
I don't think this is the type of oil that you think it is.
Splash.
I uncork the second one and I give you a dash. I'm like, no, sir. This oil molates things. It'll burn. You don't want to put that on your body.
I'm already smoldering.
Well, let's start the fire.
I best not be around me too much. He'll produce flame and then light the fire.
Does the flame? light me on
How
fire?
close are you?
I don't know. How close am
Yeah, you guys are not actually around the. Anyway, I just threw them on the table. And
Roll for spontaneous
move-
combustion.
do you want me?
It's not that spontaneous. You got close to the fire.
Do you want Aeon to make an
DC
attack roll to see if he? I don't know if a critical fail or a critical success starts you on fire.
Yeah, and put me on the log.
And let's try a
Sure.
few.
Just for fun, I'll roll a d20. If
next
I get a
to it.
1, I catch on fire.
Okay.
There you go. Where do you guys want
I'll
to
just remember that you're covered in oil in case it comes up later.
We're all right.
You're staying away from a fire, I'm assuming. You don't want your
Nice.
your beautiful
Important
logs
for
to
that.
catch on fire. You're
He's
hiding
hiding
someplace.
Okay,
So
okay,
we're
so
just
stays
gonna put
active
some
even with the
stuff on you.
This wasn't intentional. I had no idea what the angle was.
And then
Just
where
I
do you
thought
want to
it
be,
was-
Portal?
Near the fire.
Clearance near the fire.
Oh, you're cold-blooded. You like the warmth. I guess I would be too.
It was,
I don't think that works that way.
Dragonborn are warm bloods.
Are they?
With
Yeah,
put
that's
us as
live
far
work.
away from
I just
you guys
forgot
as you can
temporarily.
be and close to the party.
Good to know.
So if you guys are done chatting around the fire, we can start watches.
All right. I'll keep cutting wood, powering it down, keep the fire stoked.
The sun sets.
So,
Oh.
we were all speaking at once. Can you read me the watch order? Who's on first?
What's on
Rex and Arendor
I don't know who's on third.
are first.
Okay.
Wraithfoot and Zorho are on second, maybe. And Aeon and Clarence are on third watch.
I go into my shell.
Does this mean I won't get a long rest then?
No, you'll get longer. You could. So
just
as long
gonna
as
hardcore
you're not like
Good luck.
exerting yourself, it does. You can be awake, and also you're going to bed early enough. It's still equinox time, so like the sun is. You have enough hours of darkness that you could still like sleep for 8 hours and be up for like 2. It's
it probably helped that Zoro dives into his bedroll at the first opportunity.
Correct.
okay. So if everyone wants to just roll a perception check for me,
Yeah.
and then I will write them down and see what happens.
20. Total 20.
Ooh, that's sad.
18.
22.
Natural 1.
Oh, you're asleep.
Directly asleep.
So which rock were you under?
9.
I don't know. I was placed somewhere.
I was 16.
9.
Okay. I love that your rolls work so well that even though you're trying to wake him up, you're like looking so well and he's not looking at all. Anyway. Okay. So you all eventually go to sleep despite the sound of chopping wood. Fire's nice and warm, fighting off the nip of cold.
I'll strike up a conversation.
Okay.
But
Arendor.
Yeah.
well, you're pretty good with the pike.
I have to be. It's the only weapon I know.
Have you trained other weapons or just the pike?
No, I used to be part of the guard, so simple weapons, but nothing has ever suited me as much as the pike.
I noticed that you used hex in combat. Is this a
No, I didn't use hex.
you didn't go, you didn't. Is this by chance a hex blade?
You know, I wish I could tell you, because I'm asking a similar question. It's just, I'm so frustrated.
Take a look at your sheet here.
No, yeah, well,
Oh, you don't. You don't even know yourself.
no, it's just,
I think the way the pack blade works is you can form a pack with any weapon that you want.
well, yeah, I formed. It's the
Maybe it hasn't happened yet.
well, the weapon pact is temporary.
Yeah.
Now I'm hoping there's some backstory elements.
Yeah.
But,
Your special weapon you still don't have. Yeah.
okay, I don't have.
Oh.
You don't have. Yeah. That
Okay,
sword is
We're
still
learning
missing.
here.
Okay, so I feel very frustrated. I just know that I don't know what I can do, but I feel like that there's something I need to find. I don't care about this blight, but where there is one thing, there too will be another.
I throw some embers in your direction. Well, you're very good in a fight. I'm happy to be acquainted with you.
Well, I'm very angry in a fight, and I can't figure out why I'm angry.
I can't help you with that. But you can harness that anger.
I just want to figure out what's going on. And I feel like once we have answers, everything will be so clear.
I may not have a lot of answers for you right now, but I'm sure we'll find them.
I hope so. And if I have to hear Zoro one more time talk about himself, I might punch him.
Yeah, he's a curious man. He's out for himself, isn't he?
I wouldn't say curious. I think he's pretty easy to understand.
Well, we can't always pick our companions and our friends, but
No.
we can certainly help them.
I'm just glad that in this time of complete confusion, at least we're all confused together. But it always leads me to wonder, someone might know more than they're saying.
Well, I have a purpose. There is a dragon
Special purpose?
that killed my brother. My brother's name was...
Is that dragon around now?
I'm here to seek him out and kill him. He is not around here, I don't believe.
You're looking to kill a dragon.
Yes.
I'm going to perceive around
Okay.
to look for dragons,
Okay.
just to be safe. Natural 1.
Dragons are big. You would see them if they were here.
He's a great dragon. You'd know if he's around.
Okay.
The
If you
skies
have
would
to
fill.
one, you can still call a dragon. That's good to know.
The skies would fill with smoke,
I see a shadow in the sky.
and he would blot out the sun. You would feel the torrent of his wings from afar. He is an ancient, large dragon.
Your name is Rex, by the way, right?
Rex.
Rex,
Thank you.
if you ever see this dragon, please tell me.
Well, you'll know. I'll be charging headstrong into it to slay it,
Okay.
and we can slay it together.
Can I make secret plans now to run the other direction when that dragon shows
You
up?
may.
His name is Elder Grande.
I
Known as the
was
Fire
also
Law.
like, you could cast wind. I could cast darts.
Oh, yes.
Maybe pin their mouth shut.
Rex,
I'm sorry, am I disturbing your sleep?
I'm asleep.
All right. Well,
Rex, I pray for you to find what you're looking for.
you should be
That's
cautious
kind
who
or
you
not.
pray to. No deity has served us.
Oh, I have my own problems with these, don't worry.
All right. Just be careful. Don't give them power.
Did you guys actually pay attention to what was going on around, or are you just talking?
No,
I rolled the
I
natural
rolled
one.
an 18.
they're doing a good job of looking around as they
My
talk.
keen ear sight.
Well, no, my initial perception was
dark
pretty
vision.
strong, but this one for dragon.
I can see everything
They
around
are
me.
standing outside of the fire circle, so they're accustomed to the dark. No.
Yeah.
Um,
And apparently I'm warm-blooded, so I'm good with that.
and it's unlike the previous night when you woke up. Normal forest sounds around you. You do hear some larger things moving, but not close enough to be of concern.
So no dragons.
No, nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Conceding the idea.
I just love. Anyway, I love that you're afraid of dragons. It's great. Okay.
Well,
Any
Dragonborns
reasonable-
are not dragons.
Yes. No.
Any reasonable person would be afraid of dragons. We barely fought off
Especially
a wolf.
this dragon. He's
No, that counter should have been much more deadly than it was. According to the battle simulator, it should have lasted like 6 rounds, and
Nope.
Zoro should have gone unconscious.
that almost happened.
Well, I mean, that's pretty routine at this point.
Anyway,
All right.
you guys ready?
Need any other rolls
Yep.
from us? All right.
Yep.
We'll wake up the second watch.
All right, Wraithfoot. You get up and you
Wraithfoot and Suffolk.
kick Zoro.
I'll get up Wraithfoot because I trust his watch.
Awaken him,
I go back to sleep.
I'm gonna go shake Zoro
I-
awake as well.
pick him up, and tell him that I will light the embers on him on fire if he does not stand watch.
I am awake. Do you not see me? I fall asleep in his arms.
you were sleep talking.
I do want to see him light on fire. Anyway.
I am very close to lighting you on fire, you idiot. I slap you until you wake up.
They're cuddling over here.
At what point does that kind of unarmed strike?
Here we go. A little firelight.
No, this was an unarmed strike. And he has no defense because he's unconscious.
Roll with advantage.
I'm at a critical.
I'm not trying to hurt him,
So as you slap him awake, You're still, as you're interacting with him, you're still doing a great job of watching around you. You do see, it looks like...
Do I hear anything
Two
like
would-
it, though?
No, actually, you don't.
Okay, go on.
So it comes from an area of foliage that was denser, so you didn't bother to put your bell over there. It looks like two of the shrubs move. And they're moving, they're keeping their distance from the fire, so they're not coming closer, but they're not leaving either.
So they're circling.
They're circling. And they're kind of moving through the bushes. It's surprisingly quiet. They're vaguely humanoid, but you can kind of see through bits of them. You make Zorro look to see if he sees what you see.
I twist Zorro's head and point at that and say, "Do you see that?"
His eyes are closed.
You should throw him there for him to check it out.
Okay.
No, I actually am awake at this point.
I'm curious, are you trying to be quiet as you would talk with him, or are you... Okay.
I'm trying to get him to see that, and then
I do. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at something.
And I want to know, where are you? Okay, you guys are...
and then.
So I guess the way that was set up, I'm going to put them in the clump this closer, because that's the thick, like, mossy stuff. Yeah, so they're in that clump, so they're on your
I
side.
am also in the
So
club.
over it.
Okay, you're in there. So, will you roll a stealth check for me for how well you hid when you went to sleep?
I will then leave him.
Excellent.
You rolled so
Well-
well.
Okay.
Hold on, before we get there,
It continues.
could I do something?
You may do something.
So this is kind of how I see it happening in my head. He lifts me up. I'm like ragdolling it. He slaps me, and I'm awake. And for that 1 second that I'm awake, I see it. I see the bushes move, and without like any sort of like judgment or trying to figure out what's best, I cast prestidigitation over the bushes, and I do a shower of sparks to see if it can light up what's below.
Okay. So it's springtime. Leaves are just starting to bud.
These are magical sparks. They
Yes,
wouldn't
yes.
actually catch anything.
Yeah. So as you do that, two of the bushes rush at you, and two other
bushes.
yes, and two other smaller bushes rush off to the sides.
Seems normal.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
totally.
So
Does that make
go
a
ahead
lot of
and
noise? Are we all waking up?
roll
Well, I
initiative.
yell. I go.
That's still better than a dragon.
I
That seems like a decent alarm.
definitely call out and get people up.
Is that a
Okay.
war cry? Or is that
No, I was.
So go ahead and roll initiative.
like, I really sympathize
Even
with
the
your
sleeping
character,
folks.
so, like, that's what I
Even
would
the
have
sleeping
done.
folks can do it. Yeah.
Should we do it disadvantage?
Too bad.
No, I'll just. We'll see when they when you wake
We'll
up.
just go in
Automatically
order, I guess.
disadvantage you.
Okay,
That's
this is
fair.
no problem. I need these two big ones are what rushed them, and the two little ones are the ones that ran kind of sideways. Okay.
Where do you want them?
So
Over
in this
here?
corner, yeah. So
Would it
the,
be
the
like
two big ones are kind of coming at Zorro and Racefoot now.
Through here?
Yeah, and the little ones are skirting around the edge.
Okay. And what happened to
In opposite direction.
And Mars
Are
is
they
in those
together?
bushes somewhere.
Mars
But
is
they're
right here.
despite his terrible roll, their perception is even worse.
Okay. So Mars is behind me. You're just ready to flank. Is this where you want them? I just want to make sure that Mars is here.
Yeah,
They're here.
yeah, come in that direction.
those
One
guys.
there
Given that I'm in the second watch, I'm assuming my long rest hasn't hit yet.
hasn't hit yet. Yes.
And they're both moving towards Zorro.
So towards Zorro. Yeah, sorry. My brain still doesn't have names with faces yet.
Shit name tags.
Would it help if I took my shirt off?
It might.
Just write
In
the name
game or
across
out
your
of
chest.
game?
You know, do we write just shave your name in your chest?
There you go.
Would be
A
better.
big Z. I don't have that kind of body.
All right. We'll start with you if you roll
7.
7. Yeah, 7. I swear I put different bells in your name each time I write it down. Switch between E's and A's.
10.
10. And you're Mars.
Zorro 11.
11. And you are Zorro.
With great disappointment, 9.
Oh,
Why am I at the top of the order?
9 with Wraithfoot.
Oh no, it would make a difference if I could go before them, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
10?
Good lord, did we all use the same dice?
I bunched them too close
Did
together.
yours have 19 sides?
Right now, I feel like mine has like 2.
You guys are not rolling D30s?
10.
Yes.
That's the problem.
4.
That is the problem.
You know what? If we get 5 in a row, is that like
Okay.
a straight flush? 8?
8.
If we have 8, 9, 10.
8.
Does someone have a 7? 7.
I have 11.
There we go. I mean, that's got a.
7, 8,
What do we win?
Yeah, we get straight now, right?
I'm gonna.
Encounter's over. We won.
So I'm asleep, but I got a 16.
You got a 16? Okay.
By the way, does anyone want to swap their position with me?
All right, you have that.
It's up to
You
you.
have
I'm
more
a
than me,
7.
right?
Well,
Okay.
I have a feat alert, which
So-
allows me that immediately after initiative roll, I can swap with one living ally. Who's not
Oh, and I meant
incapacitated.
to.
I'm,
I need to go
I'm okay.
earlier, not
I want
later.
to go earlier.
Okay,
not
no.
later, yeah. But I appreciate it.
It's up to you if you want to go later. I don't really. It doesn't matter to
And
me.
I completely forgot.
I only picked up the feat with the hope that the frontline guy would get time to get to the front.
Can we put a red and a white under each
I don't
one
think it's
so
gonna
I know
matter.
which, so I can tell apart? Red and the, I'll
I'll put the white under the two big ones.
No,
No,
Well,
red
no,
under the big one and a white under the big one.
Different ones.
I was gonna grab a break. Yes. Thank you.
What?
For,
Red should be.
thank you, Sean, for ribbing me.
Sean is trolling everyone.
And both of you responded to it very nicely.
Well, and I should have known that you were smart enough to know what I meant, so I shouldn't have responded. Okay.
His base is bigger than the thing, so you can't really tell it. You can tell the
Upside down.
Okay. What did
Never
I
mind.
roll?
You put the
So
pieces.
we'll put
So that the
It's still bigger.
right, but it won't have to be as wobbly.
It's not a big deal. But
It's
you
not
can move
wobbly.
to the side.
You can tell the one that's white, and the one that's not white is not white.
What color is the one that's not white?
Not white.
Screen.
What color?
There's only 2 colors.
You
White
handed
and
me
not white.
only a red and white, so tell me which color is
I
not
already
white.
forgot.
I was thinking they were red and black, so I'd already forgotten too.
This is one of your math problems, isn't it?
Are
So
we
how many
winning?
sides are they trying?
No.
Okay. Rex, you hear a scream and you begin to wake up. Okay, you can. I'll let you like stand up and pull out a weapon if you want, but I'm not gonna let you have an
I
action
sleep
just
with
yet.
my sword.
I assume. Okay.
Sword sleeper.
That's why I
In
give
this
you
scabbard or
tribute.
not?
You never know when you need it when you first wake up. Just such an occasion.
In case a giant dragon
Okay.
creeps up on you.
That takes us to the red, larger guy, who is going to close on Zorro.
And I.
No, these are not as tough as some of the other things you faced. Where did I put
Oh, I'm not as tough either.
and that is a 7 to hit you.
Hey, whoa, that actually misses.
Yeah.
Must be all that oil
Oh.
on your body.
Yeah,
was
that's slick right off there.
It's like it just couldn't get a grasp.
Learned your lesson from
Yeah.
the frog.
I totally forgot that these are the ones that have a ranged attack. Oh well.
Oh, that's not gonna go well.
All right, that takes us to you, Zorro.
Now,
You can swap them, you know.
do
Make
these
a
look
range
like
for
they
that.
are like made of wood-ish?
Yeah, these are humanoid bushes.
Very
They're like
flammable.
wrapped up vines and sticks and stuff.
Would I know whether they are afraid of fire or not?
So, well, you did not have the. I mean, it's a reasonable assumption that fire would be something to use against them.
So I am going to attempt to, well, not attempt. What I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to cast a minor illusion of a wall of flame between me and this creature, and then I'm going to try to use that to back up without
Okay.
having to disengage.
Okay. It will roll a wisdom save, which is to your advantage. Oh, wow, that rolled high. That's a 16 on its wisdom save. So it sees through your illusion.
Fantastic.
You still gonna back up?
Yes, I am.
Okay. That is an 18.
That hits.
That hits. That is 4 points of piercing damage as it claws you.
Okay.
Is he dead again?
No, not yet.
No,
Close.
he engulfed him.
You know,
The
I
bush
think the
did.
wizard really should be the frontliner.
Yeah.
Zoro likes to tank.
Apparently.
You wouldn't hurt something that's this beautiful, would you?
Watch the glasses.
But even with that damage, I'm awake. I'm able to do my movement. Right?
Yeah, you still move. Yeah. He doesn't do anything to prevent you. He's not a sentinel. which is a stupid mean feat for the
Bravely brave.
fighter
Yeah.
of the group. I had a set of 2 sentinels, and they would just position themselves and prevent anyone from getting to the magic casters or leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna scramble up here.
I imagine you run like a Muppet.
No, I know exactly what I run. You know, Jack. What's his name?
Oh, Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
That's how I run.
That's also really
Okay. Oh, sorry. That takes us. Aeon, by the way, you're on deck.
Hi.
So now the white tall one.
Yeah.
Seeing you run, what's the range on this needle thing? I think it's only 30 feet. He's going to attempt to throw a needle at you, Wraithfoot. Shoot a needle out. Ooh, that's a 17.
Just be careful shooting one of those arrows. He's catching his teeth.
These are actually a stronger attack. Wow, 7 plus. That's 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. That takes us to Aeon, and Mars, you're on deck.
The last time I had one of these, I didn't like it. That was like 5 years ago.
I stand up and bellow out,
Today's your day.
"Be gone, you blights!" And I cast my really powerful cantrip, Produce Flame, at him, and lob a firebolt over its at him.
At the
Let's see.
white or the red?
At the I'm gonna go for the white. Actually, I'll go for the red.
Okay.
Let's see. So it's 13 plus. I think my casting. Yeah. So 17.
17 will hit.
And do 4 damage.
Okay.
I'm assuming it doesn't get a modifier to it.
The cantrip normally doesn't, no.
But hopefully it catches fire because
Yeah, that would
light
make that
fires.
would be there would be creature.
It is not happy. It is. It kind of like recoils from you. But it is not started on fire just yet. My last thing. Okay, sorry. That takes us to the red twig one. Where did he go? Okay, he's gonna run in. He's gonna come at you because Zoro got too far away. And with. I was really hoping you were going to get to go first on this one.
That would have been nice.
That is a 14. Does that hit you?
Well, yeah, because I'm down. So.
Oh, you're
it's
unconscious.
automatic.
Oh, you're unconscious?
It's an automatic hit.
Oh, he wouldn't go after you. I didn't realize you fainted.
I did not faint.
No,
Oh,
are
I mean,
you on the ground or like?
You're screwed up, right?
he would spend his whole movement then to get next to Zoro because Zoro
Did you get
produced the
knocked
fire that he thought.
Are you not standing?
He's asleep. Hit me for 8. I have 8. I'm dead. I'm gone.
Oh, you're
Okay.
dead. Okay, well,
Okay.
you need to communicate these things so we can.
Okay, so the red one will actually use its whole turn to get to
How can he
Zoro.
communicate? He's dead.
Up
And that
on
takes
top,
us to
on top.
Mars, and Wraithfoot, you're on deck.
I'm up on the rock.
No, up here.
Do I like lose my turn because I was asleep? Is that the
Yeah.
idea?
Well, you got like up and pulled your.
I got it.
What I noticed, I was kind of.
Well, I can have like extra actions and sort of like.
Clarence, maybe you can help Brightfoot.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I'll
sorry,
do
I didn't think about how to do the surprise very well.
In new D&D, it's disadvantage on initiative.
Initiative. Okay. Okay.
That's
That takes us to
And
Mars.
D&D?
New D&D.
Latest D&D.
New.
How far back do we set the rules?
D&D. That's
I
the kind of game that Zolo
am now
plays.
awake.
Yeah, you're just like blinking up. You're down. You're laying down, but you're waking up, and then.
I think I would be fairly certain these were Fae and scream Fae and go into a rage.
Okay.
Everything
Shoot
with
your
Marcus
Elder's
Faye.
Blast at the
Yep.
ground.
Do I get an extra?
Yeah. I mean, from lying down, you can shoot off an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
You can stand up and you.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast them.
By the way, Arendor, you're on deck.
Yes.
So yeah, I effectively put you at the bottom.
Does a 14 hit?
The way I did this. 14. What are you attacking? Which one?
The one
Actually-
the closest to me, the only one I see.
Yes, it hits
Oh.
the white tall one.
It's a 13.
13 hits the white tall one.
Nice.
It should be 10.
Yes.
No.
10.
10 damage.
Forced.
I think it's the first time you hit.
It is.
succeeded
Yeah,
at
it's the
anything.
only time I've done
I
anything so
just-
far, other than right on top of the turtle.
I did not
Which
do
is
right
pretty
on
epic.
that. That's not.
We're all proud of you, not just your mom.
Okay, yeah, that it screams in pain and it turns around and it knows you're there now. Okay,
I cackle at it.
the white. Okay, that one on white is gonna run towards Rex. Kingsley, yeah. That is not a d20. That is a 7. Actually, it might be a 6. It's a 6. Okay, it misses, and that takes us to Wraithfoot, and then Arendor,
Wraithfoot,
you're on deck, so roll death save.
I did.
Okay.
Are you still alive?
You get 3 death saves.
Three death saves.
You have to
You
fail
no natural
3,
one?
right?
Would you put this
You good?
coming out of the tree behind Aeon?
It was not an
This
actual one.
jacket doesn't
Okay.
reach.
It was-
It was not there.
But it has a reach of.
My baby shambler.
Okay. It is not right next to you.
I
It's
remember
got to
you.
reach of 10 feet, so it's going to stay back because it also can't move very far. Oh. No, it would attack white things past surprise before it does that. That is a 23. I'm pretty sure that hits you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nice. Not at all. What a scratch.
For 6 damage.
Aye, a deep scratch, perhaps?
Bludgeoning, and you are grappled. Yep, it wraps its vines. So these like pile of vines that were like among the roots of the tree, like come out and they wrap around you. Yep.
Tight spot.
I'll let you go.
Arendor, it's your turn, and Clarence, you're on deck.
Alright. So, and I have jump now, right?
Oh, do I get
If
a
that's the
strength
one you chose.
save or anything like that?
No,
So
that
on
was
your
not
turn, you
mine.
can try to escape.
Okay. I
So
only
the
got
attack
one
it
of them.
automatically grabs you when it hits. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna cast Poison Spray on the whatchamacallit attacking Zorro.
Okay.
I still feel like we're saying his name wrong.
I'm pretty sure we will forever.
Zul.
And I believe Poison Spray. Let's do attack.
Is that a cone attack?
It's a targeted attack.
Thank you.
It doesn't sound like it would hit just
No.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says a target creature.
Yes, I know. That's just the name of the spell. Sounds like it should be a cone.
Well, hold on.
So you make a
I
ranged
spray
spell
toxic mist
attack.
at a creature within
Yeah.
range.
No.
Yeah.
Missed.
So
He
1d12.
takes that
That's it.
confirmed.
When
So
do you,
9.
what was your
Takes that
attack?
confirmed.
Or does it
Oh,
get a
sorry.
save?
It's just a at will.
If it's a ranged
It
spell
doesn't say
attack,
it doesn't say that there's ranged spell attack.
Yeah. So
then you
yeah.
have to roll the hit
Okay.
with your spell attack modifier.
For warlock, spell attack is
Charisma based.
charisma. Right.
So yeah. So 2 plus your charisma.
4.
Okay. You go and you spray that rock. There are no weeds growing out of the cracks of that rock anymore.
Yeah.
Well
Working
done.
man.
Good.
Take that, rock.
All those
Okay.
ants there are just.
This guy comes out of the bushes
Guys, another one?
by Sean
There's another
and goes towards Clarence, but just gets to him. Doesn't have an
I think the wolves
opportunity
maybe
to
were
act.
too easy, so I think the game's ratcheting it up. A
Yeah.
This is actually not supposed to be as deadly as the wolves.
No, we got this. We got this.
Already.
The big guy.
Clarence's go. Yeah.
Oh,
you had
sorry.
turn. But you're on deck.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I would like to get out of my shell
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Okay.
Come out of your shell?
Yeah, I was sleeping in my shell. I'm a turtle.
Okay. I'm assuming
Oh,
you're
I
not
thought-
completely leaving your shell.
Oh no, the shell's still attached to me. But my appendages in my head now stick out of my shell. As hope was obvious.
No longer an extrovert. Or introvert.
I'll pick up my mace and shield off the ground, and I look around the area here. I see Wraithfoot face planted on the ground next to the tall guy. I look at the little thing around me. It's like, job's never done. And I will plod over to Wraithfoot,
You'll get an attack of opportunity.
which is okay.
Okay. Yeah, your daisies. That is I think that's a 9. It might be a 10, but either way.
No,
that's...
it is nowhere close to hitting me.
I wish I had a shell.
As he slowly meander by, he just like beats off the back of the shell.
Barely
You
moves.
hear a twig snap as you walk off.
Be nice. And I will cast Cure Wounds on Wraithfoot. My last spell.
Oh, we brought a cleric.
Always
You
useful.
can just start your rounds with Rayfoot and make your way to Zoro next.
Oh, this is my last healing spell.
Zohra. Still there, right?
You have plenty. You're full health.
What is this total health? What is
I
Go ahead.
healed him for 14.
I'm
Go ahead
assuming
and
that
take your second level hit die and then fill up towards that maximum. And I believe that takes you to level 2 because you only had 2 things.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot between me and level 2.
Okay. Are you finished?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Question: when you tell me before, I have an extra learn spell. Do I have an extra spell slot now too,
I did.
or
Not
just
yet.
not yet? Okay.
Yeah. This is the problem is like
No,
spellcasters are
actually,
getting like
or you
6
just
things when you level up,
partially.
and the rogue got
No,
2.
because
Yeah.
last time I got.
This guy comes out and joins the green one.
Hit points. That's the only thing I get for one.
Okay, Kingsley, it is your turn. Zoro, you are on deck.
So I'm sizing up the one that has the white base underneath. Do I think if I topple him over, he would land into the fire?
You could attempt to do that if you positioned yourself well.
Yeah. So I'll get on the side over here.
Are you from Sparta? By
Okay,
chance?
and ting, off your scales goes the little.
Oh yeah, I don't care
Okay,
about him.
are you gonna just swing your sword at him, or are you just trying to push
No,
him?
I'm using Trident, which has
Okay.
the ability to topple.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack him with my Trident. It's a straight up attack. It's a miss. Obviously.
Sure.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Oh, that was close, but yeah.
I have something called Lucky, which allows me to make an advantage on the roll. So I'm going to roll that again. That would be an 11.
You shave some leaves off of this thing.
That would be a miss. I will use my extra action to make the attack again.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to... there's nobody still sleeping, right? Everyone's awake?
Everyone's awake. Yeah.
Great.
I don't know. Wraithfoot's kind of asleep.
No, he's conscious now.
he's awake now.
We'll attack again.
Okay.
Those are good.
I got a 7.
You want to know the really sad thing about this? Is this guy has 1 hit point left. Like
you
all
serious?
you have to do is touch him. Anyway,
Ooh.
I feel so bad. Okay.
Tempting to throw out my last luck here. We're gonna do it. I'm angry at him. I'm gonna burn my last luck.
I'm assuming if you're
Are
lucky.
you at him or yourself?
Yes.
But I'm switching. So I'm gonna switch to a rapier
Okay.
so I can get my shield
Okay.
back into play here.
So you come up, you're like, "Urgh, urgh."
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't even able to like grip it properly coming in close. So I'm gonna. Oops. That one got away from me. But I rolled. Oh, there we go. 19.
19.
Yeah.
That hits him. He died. You push him into the fire.
Yeah, I totally did.
Which guy? This guy?
This white, yeah, the one with white. Yeah, he just made your fire bigger.
Yep. He's the extra kindling now.
Okay.
He was down to 1 hit point.
He was down to 1 hit because the 10, you did 10 to him.
I hit him hard.
And then with the rest of my movements, I'm going to try to get across from the dude in the red. So I'll move my guy to here so I can work with our
How
portal.
intelligent are these things? They are not very intelligent, and he is bloodthirsty, so he will just go after the cleric because he wants meat to stay meat. Oh, that is so great. That is an 8. Okay.
Which one came after me? Oh,
The
red.
red one.
Which
Okay.
What?
Zoro, it's your turn, and Aeon, you're on deck.
Your angle.
What?
What's your AC?
19.
So I assume this creature
Turtle with the
is
shield.
fairly small and like not scary.
Yeah, it looks like a dead little shrub.
Yeah. So my reaction is going to be very outsized to what this thing is. So I will puff my chest and I will say, "Return to the hell from whence you came, infernal beast! Mind sliver!" And I'll call out the spell as I do it.
That's like mandatory, right? You have to shout
It
it.
saves.
And it's and so I will run away and I know it gets an unpocket.
Okay.
I'll do my Jack Sparrow run.
As you go, it goes to claw you just full force, and it sinks its claws into the now open little cracks in the rock because all the plants are dead, and gets them stuck.
Oh, great.
That was a 1.
Do I see this as I flee?
So as you flee, you see it like.
Where are you fleeing?
So I'm gonna just flee down from that rock and then down onto the dirt.
Just runs into the trees and never seen them again.
Where adventure ends here.
So and then just onto the dirt.
On here?
Yeah, and then when I get down and I see that this has happened, I say, "Aha! You have been bested."
Okay.
Take your full credit, right?
Uh-huh,
for this turn,
absolutely.
Aeon, it's your turn because the guy
Alright,
died.
I'm going to try to
Mars, you're
break
on
through
deck.
these vines.
So you can do athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer to escape the grapple.
Probably athletics.
Okay.
I imagine. That's 9?
9 is not quite enough.
I'm assuming. I can probably still do range.
You can still attack it.
I can still produce flame.
Yeah, you can still
Okay,
produce flame.
I'll do that. Let's see. I'm just rolling really well tonight. 9 again.
You singe some of the grass.
Oh, so sad.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. The
not my day.
red twig. So the one that was after you. What is its movement? Can it keep up with you? Oh no, you're too fast. It can't keep up with you. It's gonna go back down the rock after Rex Kingsley because he's the closest thing.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, the one that's up on the rock.
Is it working for you, Mark?
No. It pulls out and it.
Or is this one?
Oh, that's a 16. I might actually hit something.
Are you striking?
Hey, you already hit me.
Hi, that's true.
You miss.
Miss 16.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Ugh.
Or your shield out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
buckler out.
Okay. That takes us to Mars. It's your turn, and Wraithfoot, you're on deck.
I'm gonna run over towards the turtle, who's the closest to me, and strategically hide behind him and Eldritch Blast the thing between us.
Hey, Mars.
Hey, man.
Wonder where you went.
9. Wait. Nope. 11.
11 misses.
11.
Hey, 1 hit. That's good.
Improvement.
That's right.
The white twig. Okay. The white little guy is going to spend all of its movement to go join, to go by Clarence, to go join that party. Okay, that takes us to Wraithfoot, and Aaron, you're on deck.
Okay. So I've been healed. I get up, and everything around me, and it looks like I'm already in melee with 2 things as soon as I get up.
How convenient.
Quite possibly.
That is not necessarily what I wanted. However, I will then attack. Which one looks... Does the big one look like it's more hurt or less hurt?
The big one got burned. The little ones have no marks on them.
I'm going to go for the big one.
I'm starting to think now that these monster stats are very interesting, the way that they differ between these creatures.
Yeah. And I'm
Too
going
late
to
now, my
miss.
friend. Too late now.
I'm going to use my bonus attack
Don't speak.
for 20.
They just keep coming out of the woods.
Yeah.
Until it's
5
balanced
more.
encounter.
I do have one more mini of the little
But
ones.
wait, there's more.
Dirty 20 hits the big one.
Oh yes, the dirty 20 is the big one.
And that is for 7 points.
7 points. It collapses into a pile of bark.
Okay.
All right.
That was my action and my bonus action, though, so that's it.
So if we say that it's now more bark than bite.
Oh!
Nobody commented on my Bon Mi joke. It's very.
I thought it was clever,
I thought it was-
but I was really trying to concentrate. But you guys were being so funny. I was struggling anyway.
I rolled my eyes.
that was the intended reaction.
Okay.
Did not heal.
Let's see. So it really was going to do that, but there's no reason to do that right now. So instead, it's going to just try to constrict you again. Oh, that's a good hit. That is a 20
Hey.
against Aeon. the creature that got him wrapped up. 4, 5 plus 2. That's 7 damage.
You said a 20. Was it dirty 20 or is it
Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Okay, Arendor, it's your turn. Clarence, you're on deck.
Are you still up?
I'm still up.
Okay. I'm going to rotate and go after the little whatchamacallits that are by themselves.
Me.
I'm going to stab it. The green one.
I'm tougher than you, but I'm not going to last another round.
13.
13
I
hits
guess
it.
we could have taken one of those two hits. Either of those two hits.
And I used all my cure spells.
And 4 damage.
Saving Zoro.
It crumbles into sticks.
Nice. I am useful.
Puppy.
All right.
Hey, Benji.
And it was its turn next. Clarence, it's your turn. Kingsley, you're on deck. I still don't know whether we're calling you Rex or Kingsley. I switch every time.
They're both good. Well, it's a title and a name.
I'm in combat with the white base guy.
He's in
Is Rex the
combat
title?
with you.
Rex is the
He
title.
is not. There's a guy here that is no longer there. There's Twigs here, and
Okay.
you're in combat with this guy.
Okay. I will reach out with my claws and try to cut him up. 14 to hit.
That hits.
5 damage.
Which one is this?
The white base little guy.
The white-based little guy. You break him into pieces. Okay.
The scariest thing about low-level encounters is that the enemies are just as fragile as you are.
The yellow little guy.
I will move also towards Aeon
Okay.
as far as I can get. 30 feet
Here?
movement.
You want to move around that side of fire or the other side?
Whichever is faster to get.
Okay.
I see him
This
wrapped
one's
up.
kind of blocked, but this one will give him an
Okay,
attack
that's fine.
opportunity.
Well, he's going to attack him on his turn anyway, so.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go that way. That's fine.
It's
Hey!
Dawn, right? There's a
That's
D
a
in it.
15.
Yeah,
It's just a
Yeah, the D silent.
The D is silent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Kingsley, it's your turn. Zoro, you're on deck.
All right.
Sioban? Sioban? Siobhan?
Looks
Siobhan
like
is
I
inside.
can just shimmy over to the side and get advantage on this little mongrel with my friend Wraithfoot. I will strike him with my rapier. And that's a 12.
The little one?
Yeah.
It misses the little one.
Strike it again.
Swing and a miss.
And that would be
22 will hit it. Is this the red one?
Yes.
all right. That's with a rapier, and it does 8 damage.
You disintegrate this little bush.
Oh, very good.
Okay, Zoro, it's your turn.
Do you feel
Aeon, you're on deck.
Well, I'll go ahead and use the rest of my
Oh,
actions.
sorry.
Is there anyone else around? There's this
No.
little one in
There's
the
a
corner.
yellow one,
He's right over here.
Something has a
and there's the big one,
Aeon attached.
which I didn't actually use the super big mini. Behind Aeon, there's a bunch of vines that have got him
down
wrapped
here.
up.
Yep. Well, definitely.
Isn't this one that's engaged with him?
Yeah. But he's got a 10-foot reach, so he didn't come right in
Oh,
next
right.
to him.
You should give me one of the big ones.
Yeah, I'll give you one of the, you can have one of the big ones.
So I can't get all the way behind the one in yellow.
I just didn't.
But I'll
Yeah.
get next to you.
I just didn't want it to look more intimidating than it was supposed to be.
Oh dear.
We are Groot.
Okay.
I
Zoro,
find-
it's your turn. Aeon, you're on deck.
Perfect for fireball.
Okay, could you put me on that rock shelf next to A1? One down. Yeah, exactly. So I'll run back and I'll say,
Spotlight.
"Good news! I have scouted, and there are none other in that direction. Now I will handle the rest. Toll the dead." And I say the actual spell again.
You know, I think it's more effective if you have like little divots.
And make the sound.
That's a wisdom save of 12.
Yeah, the 20, I think, beats it.
Yeah.
Most effective.
They take half damage if they're injured, don't they?
No,
Not
can't
for,
do it.
not for cantrips. They take the damage just as higher if they're injured than if they're not injured. Okay. Aeon, it's your turn, and Mars, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna try to burst out of this line thing
Okay.
again. 16, 20?
20, you get out.
Okay, great.
The power of biceps.
The power of
That's a
changing
And
It's
then
all his abs.
It's a 14 pack.
I'm gonna move 5 feet towards him. I guess, and get within range and do a two-handed swipe at him with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
A little shillelagh.
That would be a. Let's see, quarterstaff is +2. That would be a 21.
That will hit. That's a pretty hard hit. Not quite hard enough.
And that's a 2 + 6 damage, so 8 damage.
Okay.
You have a +6 to your attacks.
I do. I'm very beefy.
You're a very scary person.
All right. That takes us to.
Right, no. So the damage. Sorry. Oh, that was. No. Single-handed is 1d6 + 6.
You did two-handed.
6? I did 2-handed, 1d8.
Is your strength 22?
That's 18.
Have you seen his guys' profile
So
picture?
it should be
+4.
+4.
It's +4.
+4 plus his proficiency.
Not for damage.
Right.
Oh, okay, so it would be +4.
6.
So it would be +2, right, for proficiency?
No, you don't have.
No,
You don't have
just
to do
add
damage.
strength
to your damage.
Okay.
Just do
You're
your
proficient
strength.
to hit them, not proficient in damage.
Plus 32.
I
That
have
happens-
proficiency at damaging.
Alright, so to get this straight, so
You do seem pretty
Your
damaged.
damage should be
Proficiency
+4.
is for your attack.
It's like
That's
annoyance
your
and, like,
base
everything kind of
attribute
rolled
and
into
plus for
one.
damage. Like if it's a strength, then it's your strength attribute.
Okay, so +4 for damage would be.
Right, Mars, that takes us to you. Wraithfoot, you're on deck.
Nice try, sir.
Oh, like +6.
It looks like they're all dead.
There is
There's
a
a little
yellow
guy.
one,
The
and
little
there
one's
is
guy.
the dark big one in the corner.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and drop myself on the yellow one. Raise me up into the air, and then I'll bring myself over, and then I'll drop like
How high are you dropping yourself from?
as high as I can in one turn.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a spell attack for me, just to see how good you are at aiming.
13.
13. Okay, and roll
He's got a mage hand out, so just wherever.
a dexterity save for me to see how good you are at not damaging yourself.
Oh, also
He's trying to
16.
jump on the
Okay.
No, 17 for dexterity.
Roll a d6 for fall damage.
6.
6. You crush the thing and manage to land on your little feet and tail in such a way that you don't break any of your own bones.
What a great set of rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
really
is
wanted
fine,
you
should've
both
happened.
to take it,
Yeah.
but anyway, couldn't argue with that. Okay, Wraithfoot, it's your turn. Arendor, you're on deck.
A ruler. I love the chaos that is your character.
So,
So those little tadpole things, they're literally agents of chaos. That's all they care
yeah.
about is making
I
life
can do
chaotic.
that.
But he's doing a much better job
Yeah,
than they
yeah.
did.
so
Also Agent of Chaos. It's different chaos.
Some
Okay.
people graduate
Taking my red
Chaos High
potion
School,
as
some
a
people graduate
bonus
Chaos
action.
College.
I don't know
How
if that's
much
one of
did
the
you
new
get
rules they have.
Trade
Yeah,
school.
that's a trade school.
I think, yeah.
Trade
I'll let
school
you do
chaos.
a healing potion. I'll let you do a healing potion as a bonus action.
I
Oh, I forgot to tell Sean what his potion was when I sent him the other information. Anyway,
run
sorry.
across. You told me in session. They're
Did-
not all
did I-
healing
with the
potions?
well, I didn't give you the actual mechanics. I told you,
Oh, right.
and yeah.
You can just drink it and see what happens.
And I attack.
Okay.
And what I really need to be is flanking him so I have advantage.
Can you stop by on
Can I get to?
Well,
point?
Aeon is engaged with it
Can
in melee fight, so I think that gives you sneak attack anyway.
Yes, but I want advantage.
Okay. I understand that you might want to. You do have your cunning action, so you can use your bonus action to move an additional.
I had to
Okay.
get this far
Okay.
because it's about 50 feet away, which I think means I can squeeze behind it and attack with advantage. Nat 20. I don't think I can do better than that.
I don't think you can either. Go ahead and roll the critical hit. That's twice you've.
No, the other one was a dirty 20.
No, but you critical because you got such last session. You got such a hard hit.
Oh
You're
yeah.
10 above.
Yeah.
So surprise attack, sneak attack. Sorry. And that is 4, 8, 13 plus 6. No, 13 plus 4. 17 damage.
17 damage.
I don't
You-
roll this. I don't roll the
No,
sneak
this is,
attack twice. The sneak damage twice.
You
right?
roll all dice twice.
Oh, okay, sorry.
My grandparents a long time ago.
Only 19.
That looks really nice.
We kind of like.
Okay. You chop off some of its vines. It's looking significantly smaller. It is its turn. It is going to use its entangling plants. I need everyone within 15 feet of the thing. If someone wants to take this. If everyone within 15 feet of the thing needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Am I in 15 feet?
Not
I'm
a
on
dex
the
save.
edge.
Not a dex save, a strength save.
Which one's 15?
Are you sure it's not a dex save?
It specifically says a strength
It's
save.
3 squares
As the
on the map.
ground below begins, the plants begin to hasten their growth and wrap around your feet.
Yeah, I didn't.
So that's me and him, pretty much.
They're
Nobody
just
else.
okay.
Sorry, your master plan has failed.
Well, that's good enough. This is why I didn't do it earlier. It's because it would only have hit you, and it already had you.
Alright,
Okay.
entangled as well.
You're
Again.
taking away. Okay, and then
Well,
it's
you can tell
gonna.
me what I have to save, but I'm assuming I need better than an 8.
Yes, you need better than me. You need at least double digits. I'll tell you that much.
You said
And
strength, which is minus
Yes.
1 instead of my
Well,
plus that I give.
well,
to
and
that.
it's, to be honest, like if I were to redo this monster, I would make it either because it's essentially a grapple check, which you can use either. But and then it's gonna skedaddle backwards back into where it came from.
So, I get
So you're both
action?
restrained. I don't know if that means you can't take an attack of opportunity or not. I don't remember. Your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against a creature have advantage. Disadvantage. You can still try to attack it as it leaves if you want.
Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely.
You just can't move, and you.
So, what kind of attacks? Can we use cantrips?
It would have to be a melee attack, and it's at disadvantage because you're restrained.
Well, I failed.
But we have it flanked.
So you have
wouldn't
a
that
flanks
make
of
it-
advantage, so it would be a straight roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit it, and it only has 1 hit point left, so it doesn't matter. You can roll if you want to see how much more damage you did.
11.
Overkill.
Sawdust.
Okay, I think that's all of.
Seriously, you mean if I just rolled a 3 instead of a 2 on that on that
Yeah,
fourth die?
when you're like, do I get to roll the Zeke attack damage critically too well? I'm like, yeah, and this combat will be over. But no. Anyway, actually, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
Okay.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you for coming to my aid.
Thank you.
I owe you a great debt.
You are a little hurt.
It'll heal with some rest.
Indeed. Let's hope nothing else happens tonight.
So when he's standing, he just got knocked over. He realizes that he's still covered in oil, and he's seeing the oil shimmer on his skin.
And is distracted by his own beauty.
Yeah, and he goes, yes, yes, yes,
Johnny Bravo.
yes! And he's just like flexing
And what's your strength?
and exulting.
You see his character portrait? It has like 8-pack abs.
It's all for show. But
I think my strength is quite low.
He has no fat, so that's why you can see his ass.
Yeah.
It's not because he has muscles.
So
Scrawny.
you have someone who is scrawny going, and it's like, and you're doing this, and it's like, as you're trying to make this muscle.
his
No,
gym
I
muscles.
still look jacked.
His gym muscles.
Or was that creatine injections?
I just look jacked.
And the person he's tricked the most is himself.
And I do that for a little while.
I hope you don't do it for the rest of your watch, because you might get punched.
I can throw a knife from very far away.
I was trying to be kind.
I need target practice. Daggers are not my strong point. So, keep doing that. Let me see if I can get that third ab for you.
So, second watch over.
Yeah, so I assume the rest of you go to bed.
Yep.
Watch resumes. Aeon and Clarence,
Oh dear.
you're up.
Then I go better.
Hello, Clarice.
One thing I'll do, I'll collect the remains
And I will also.
and light them on fire
Okay.
in the fire pit.
You take all the
The stuff.
the stickatical remains, and you burn them.
I hide before going to bed.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Hopefully you hide better than Mars, though it worked well enough for him. The bloodthirsty plants didn't see him.
I'm quite
23.
You're going to hide in the same place.
I'm quite
Wraithfoot comes and wakes you up, and you don't see him again. You barely knew that he woke you up. Anyway, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I'm quite worked up from the battle, so now when I go to bed I take off my pants as well.
Okay.
Mars.
Do I see this happen? Do I see him take off his pants?
Do you walk?
He doesn't hide it.
I take his pants when he's not looking.
I don't know
where
if
do you
that's
wanna go?
actually the trick you think it is.
Us, where do you want to go?
But I don't know that yet.
Us, where are you hiding?
Yes. Back in the bushes.
Back in the bushes?
Hiding down here.
You know, before I burn all the remains, you could take some with you
What's your stealth check?
of those little stick creatures.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
stealth?
Did you want to re-hide? Did you want to roll stealth check to see if you...
5.
5. You find slightly greener plants to try to lie under this time.
A little more line.
But they still are not yet blossoming.
You're hiding and all of us are looking at you.
Who is Aeon and I?
Yeah. You and
Did we get our long rest then?
Yes, you'll get a long rest. Yeah, so we're about
Before
like
our
12
watch.
hours of darkness.
Yeah.
Because it's the equinox, so you can definitely all sleep in and get your full rest. And I'm actually going to give the spellcasters, because I want you guys to level up faster. You all get your second level spell slot.
Second level?
spell slot?
Yeah, well,
No, so you have
your
to level
extra
up your
spell
character
slot that you get at second level.
I
I had
call
already gotten that,
favoritism.
right?
I like the first interpretation.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, I don't mind jumping to third level.
Greg, I had already gotten that, right?
You had gotten your extra prepared spell, not the slot to cast. So rather than casting 2 spells a day, now you can cast 3, I believe.
Oh, I see.
Partial level up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Level up in
Yeah, it's because you
Joey's
spellcasters have like 12 things before you level up.
I'll just pass around.
Meanwhile, I have like 1.
It varies per level.
By the way, these are better than I remember.
That's because they've always been delicious. You just have better taste now.
I know
You've grown
had to
as a
think
person.
about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they've changed much in my. I eat them all the time.
I did not like them as kids.
I always
Did not like
them.
them.
Always.
I know people said like Girl Scout mint cookies were like amazing. I
Also
still
really
think
good.
they're disgusting.
Maybe you don't like mint.
I think I don't like Girl Scouts.
It's an acquired taste.
Girl Scouts.
Dude, PG, okay?
I think it
Are you
can-
talking about the cookies or the Girl Scouts? Because he said the Girl Scout, that he doesn't like Girl Scouts, and you said that that's an acquired taste.
The mint cookies.
They are like crunchy toothpaste. Anyway,
Sometimes the
Anyway,
train takes a little while.
so-
I think Clarence would like to talk to Aeon.
Aeon. Yes. Are these the blights you spoke of?
These are different blights I've seen before, but blights nonetheless they are.
This is new to my journeys.
Sorry?
These are new to my journeys.
These look like trees perhaps touched by evil. Much like the toad or the wolves that we came across previously.
Oh, that's a good question. Did we notice any like pustules or anything like that on
Yeah,
the
in the remain. Oh, they were all burnt, right?
the burn?
Oh,
We would
go
notice
for
like,
it, yeah. So they, for the most part, they look like dead shrubs. The bigger one had more like vines, and the in between ones were kind of a mix. Some greenery and some not. You didn't notice any kind of like sickness like that, but you did find in some of them that there was like blood, like they had been consuming flesh of something.
And we burned all the remains.
He said he did, yeah.
No, I gave some to.
That was a wise decision. Anyway.
With a blanket of my slain enemies.
I think perhaps we should burn them all.
I'm so asleep, so.
Might have a way
He's
of-
asleep and he's hiding so well in the bushes that you can.
we see his feet sticking out.
Just two little.
And his horns are coming around the other side.
This is most peculiar.
Yeah, you don't need to.
I agree. There's a great evil that has touched this forest. Let's
So
find
we
it.
can make sure they always sit next to each other. That way, well, the
What
snacks
calls
disappear.
your blight?
And
When
I describe it,
the blight
all snacks
that I came across was there was a dead patch in our forest
we both
that
have
had grown
plausible
over the
variability.
years.
Exactly.
And my
all
druidic
you need.
circle tried to contain it, but could not. Until one day we observed a thunderstorm come through and strike it and burn it. And a few weeks later, there were green shoots growing from where once everything was dead. So I went into the center of the circle, and there I found a great obelisk in stone. And on it were arcane runes that had been carved. It looked like somebody had left it there to consume the forest. And so I set a great fire right by it, and it cracked the stone and spread and burnt a lot of the forest. Had my druid circle not contained it, it probably would have burnt it all. So here I am today.
Did you copy these runes?
Aye, it was on my other scarf. I carry a scarf with all the runes that I find around blights. It helps me recognize them, whether they be animals or plants or humans.
Fascinating. I'd like to read that scarf.
I'd like to find it again, but it's lost. All I have is this one scarf that I found near where I was, and it has runes on it, but what they are, I do not.
It has runes on a
Do
scarf?
not know.
A couple.
Can I read them?
You can try, yeah.
With my rune knowledge.
These are unfamiliar.
Read magic.
Yeah. Only one of us knew how to
somebody.
read magic.
Oh.
22 for Arcana.
So as you look at these, there's kind of two things that strike you about them. They look like either kind of like a stylized thing, like someone's putting something on a t-shirt, like Japanese on a t-shirt.
Yep,
They don't really
yep.
speak Japanese. So there's a little bit of that, but there's also a little bit of this, like, and you've seen this before. This is some like arcane person trying to duplicate more kind of divine magic. Right? Like it's not not quite right. They've got their
It's like runes in italic.
yeah.
Runes and Comic Sans.
The worst.
It's like a bunch of wingdings.
Yeah, and it's nonsense. As you
It's
look through them,
nonsense, yeah.
it's just
I can say with definitiveness that these don't mean anything.
Aye, well, they're in gold embroidery. I figure they're probably more for show, like a peacock.
Yes.
Aye.
When he says peacock, Zoro
I
sits
do not
up
want to know. No, you stay asleep.
and then just like falls right.
So there's keywords to avoid, glimpses into his mind.
Interesting.
So we must find the source. We can find the source. We can perhaps cut off the branch that's rotten and save the forest.
Maybe that's why we've been summoned.
Aye, it's possible.
But this is very, very strange.
That does look healthy, but I
agree.
Thanks for sharing.
What's your story?
Not much there. Just a wandering medic, doctor, learned, trying to figure out where divine and arcane mix to make people better.
Sounds like a difficult and slow process.
Requires deliberate.
Not the only difficult process.
Aye, a lot of deliberation for sure. But I am sure you have time to figure these things out. Aye.
In my walking, long journeys, place to place.
Well, if you have a story you can tell me, I'd love to listen to it now.
What's the next 3 hours?
Wait.
On one story.
Where's the fast forward button?
That was this big.
And Aeon is
we're
like
recording
wrapped.
We're recording this. You have to give us the entire story. That's going to take up the rest of the night.
All right, we can do that. So I started out
one for Kingsley
as a small turtle.
Is this for me?
No, I'll tell them just one of my journeys going from cathedral to cathedral or to library to library.
So is it about the sites? Is it about like
The journey through
people you
is
killed?
a little bit of the journey through it, like through wilderness into various cities, going to a specific library that may have specialized in the overlap of arcane and religious magics.
So you're on a pilgrimage.
Yeah.
I'm on a pilgrimage.
You went on a pilgrimage to go to these.
I'm constantly
or
on a
pilgrimage.
we call it a turtle midge?
Turtle, no.
I've not been
More
to
of a
these,
tortoise.
these-
Turtle.
a library?
Tortoise.
Aye.
A library.
They have books in it?
That's libraries.
Never
Oh.
seen such a wonder. Can't-
Oh, there
can't wait to see
are
them.
many throughout the realm.
Could you tell me what kind of books they have there? Be exhaustive.
My specific
Guys, it's almost time for lunch.
interests lie
Your
in
lunch is over.
The beauty of it is, as he's talking, it's like the perfect thing for Wraith, but to just continue sleeping.
Like, keep going.
a great podcast, just a meditation podcast to listen to
It's like
go
an
to sleep.
ASMR podcast.
Yeah. My main interests lie in medical texts, and so that's been my goal in these libraries. But the types of books span on anything you can conceive of.
I'm quite interested in medicine as well. I find that fire is very good for cleansing the blights. I'm going into German now. Excuse my horrible Scottish accent. And but there's always renewal where once things were burnt. So there are two sides: the cleansing and then the healing afterwards that comes with it.
Sounds similar to cauterizing a wound.
Does anyone have a haste spell?
Aye. Well, perhaps we can help each other, friend.
I would be interested to learn from.
If this whole ambush had happened on your guys' watch, you might have put them to sleep before we were attacked.
The sleep spell.
I don't appreciate
I'll say
making fun of my speech.
These are inside jokes.
All right.
as the daylight breaks, sun shines, you're all awake and you eat your rations or you eat whatever Aeon decided to prepare.
I put on my shirt. I can't find my pants. I'm like, eh. And so I walk around bottomless the entire morning.
Were you going to commando previously?
Yes.
So, okay.
Oh, always.
I thank
Like
you,
you're chafing.
Grandpa. I thank you, Grandpa, for healing me yesterday.
Oh, of course. Of course. I'm no happy to help where I'm needed.
I'm sorry I didn't say that last night before I went to bed.
It was a bit of a kerfuffle, so
It was.
it's all right.
I'm just wondering if like, tortoises have natural speech impediments.
And then
or something.
I look at the rest of you and I just say randomly, the other three were never supposed to wake up. And then I just go back to eating.
I'd like to go forage around and then bring back like, berries or whatnot that I find.
Wait,
Folks.
the other three were not supposed to wake up?
Yeah.
Oh, from the last camp. Okay.
Yeah, because we woke up twice now. It could be.
Yeah, we've woke up twice now.
Could be after us.
Well, this would be the third time.
This is your third wake up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, fourth if you did a watch.
All right. You finished breakfast? Are you trying to make your way up the bluff? Is that?
Do you keep my pants?
Before we leave, I'm here to
None
scatter
of
the
you out
ashes.
of character.
and
None of you
there.
even react to that. But the other three people around the circle weren't supposed to wake up. None of you even care. All right, we're gonna
No,
head.
I said
No, I
something
care
and then
a
I
lot.
stopped.
That's fine.
As they were not fortunate. Clearly, they met a horrible fate.
And it's not
No,
like-
they were never supposed to wake up. I mean, they were never supposed to in the first place.
Why do you say that?
All our stuff was in the bag, and only our stuff was in the bag.
What stuff was in the bag?
Oh,
Your backpack,
Curious
your
magic.
kit.
This is the.
Aye. Oh, I see.
There's no more kits. That was it. They were never supposed to wake up. All right, let's go up the mountain.
Maybe they just carried the rations for us.
Why do you think?
Or they were just really poor.
were
But
they
everybody has
sacrificed?
stuff.
Yeah.
We have 150
Are we going that
rations.
way?
Yeah.
Alright.
One of these guys was a
Find my-
baker.
Yeah.
And they'd be happy if my vigor comes at the expense of another.
Zoro's tuned out all of this, but he only heard Wraithfoot say that way and point, and he just starts walking in that direction without pants on.
There's thorns and branches at all heights.
I'll roll when I need to roll.
GM will let me know.
Depends on how long he's in front, because your druid's pretty good at navigating that stuff. But
Well, how big our druid is probably just makes the path by walking.
Alright. Should put some pants on, you never know. There might be ravenous squirrels around.
Someone has taken my pants.
A rabbit with huge teeth.
That sounds like perhaps a common occurrence for you?
You'd be surprised.
I like for poison ivy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Goatini.
give me a survival check.
Or anything that gives a rash.
It's not great.
And I'll give you advantage because it'll be funny.
Calls humor.
10.
10.
Oh, look what you found.
Oh, it was an 8. You got it.
You don't know if you find poison ivy, but you find something that looks like it's in the same family.
Here, you should use this and wrap it around yourself. This point right there.
Oh, thank you, Goodman. This has always been my color.
Are we fully second now or not?
No. Well, Wraithfoot is, but just because he has fewer things than the rest of you.
Me leveling up per second is, you've got one ability and you have more hit points. Not very many more, but some.
By the way, if you roll, I let you roll ones on your hit die because otherwise it's worse than taking the average.
Yeah, but 2? It's not a 1. I rolled better than 2, but not by much.
All right, we're walking up the bluff.
Can we see this town in the distance, or is this like fog of war stuff?
No,
Are we
you
just going to ignore the river of Iker that's coming out? Okay, let's go.
So I assume my understanding from last time is your goal is to make it up to the bluff because it runs into the
Yeah, because
Get on top.
the water comes out of the wall
That's what I assume you're doing is that
to the top to see
Yeah,
where
I
to
think
go next.
we're trying to find a way to get under or into it. but-
How
Before we-
big were
before we
these
go-
leaves?
so I'm imagining kind of like a
This makes it
three-leaf
different.
like a 3-leaf clover but bigger and with the individual pieces closer connected. If that makes sense.
Okay, so I have one on front, one on back.
And they're not entirely green, they got a little red on them.
The crack, it's by the stream.
No, it's
The
still
stream was coming out of a
pretty
crack,
visible
yes,
over here.
but the
No,
bluff there
it's
was
pretty visible
sheer.
over here.
The crack
still.
is walking
Is it
in
very
front of
far?
us.
How far is it? Is it like 5 minutes? or
Yeah,
something?
you guys went like 200 paces away, I think.
Right.
You didn't go too far.
Let's
'cause
go
you-
back and leave a druidic rune.
Sure.
Do some on it. Just warning
Druidic
druids.
graffiti.
Okay.
Aye. Thank you.
Oh,
I'd go with him because you shouldn't go off alone.
oh.
Oh,
And the rest of you, go ahead and give me a survival roll as your druid is no longer leading you through the bushes. Well, he's the only one who has to roll. The rest of you are also dealing with this, but it's a little more comfortable for you.
Okay.
10.
10. You managed to not take anything serious, but it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
Come back.
So as you go kind of what you imagine the opposite side of the bluff, it appears to be the shallowest side. It's still fairly steep, and you guys kind of huff up there. I presume. Yeah.
He took my pants and forgot where he put them. Can I do a passive perception roll to see if I see them while I'm walking
Why-
around?
Yeah. Well, you guys before you camp, you can do perception, or if you're like looking for them, you can do investigation. If you're
I would have done an investigation.
okay, yeah, do an investigation. Yeah.
Because I was looking for them. 18.
18. You find them
But do you want them?
Well, I mean, like,
up in a tree,
yes.
Like a
when
kite.
we're walking around, I do.
but on the back
Like,
side of the tree
I'm-
from the fire.
Around the camp, I'm totally nonplussed by it, but now that we're actually, like, going to be
Aren't
out
they
walking...
wet and muddy now,
And
Jay?
when you find them, all of the leftover bits from the things from last night have been stuffed into them, and I've made like a little doll.
The lower half of a scarecrow.
Yeah.
So after a steep climb up the bluff, you see an opening in the earth that runs along most of the crest. There are a number of pillars jutting out along the cleft. 2 pillars stand straight. Many are leaning as the ground itself is not too flat. A few have broken and or fallen to the ground, and surely some have fallen into the opening.
I look in the opening.
Okay, as
But I
you
do it stealthily because I don't want to be eaten by a
spider
Frog.
frog.
Okay, do a stealth check for me.
We had that problem.
I don't remember. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
60 feet.
Yeah, 27.
27. Okay. As you look in there, so there's a little bit of light filtering in, and then it fades out. So you can see that there's about 100-foot, kind of almost sheer drop off straight down, and then there appears to be a ledge there. In fact, if you want to move the campsite, I can put, just pull that plate up.
It's a whole.
Take our people.
Hopefully, I don't
Look
drop anything on anybody. Oops.
Almost made it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Are we gonna hot potato this, or is there a better?
I don't know. I didn't think. I didn't think through the.
Must be far. All good.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's broken. So the two that fell over had these stairs on them. If you
Your hand.
So this is at the top of the bluff.
So as you look down
Inside
the
the
crack,
hole.
about 100 feet down, you see that top like first 3 little platforms.
Oh, I see. That.
And then you can kind of see stairs descending down into the darkness. You think it's hard to see, but on the far wall, you think there's actually kind of some structure over there. But this certainly is going down deep enough that you think you might be able to get to kind of the bottom of the bluff internally.
Just personally, I think it would be a really bad idea to go down into these things. Last time I went down into something like this, it did not end well.
My character died.
Yeah, but not with that accent.
It was a different accent. So it's probably fine. Different accents. This wouldn't
What's the
really
worst that could happen? Okay, there's stairs that go down.
Yeah.
There's no frogs.
They go up too. Just not from us.
Not from here.
Just go.
We're broke. I guess I need to bring it back in. Oh, it's a little bit now.
So,
Just when you take it back off, that screws
Just
gonna
for
come out again.
show.
You hear about the base? If you try to pull it, I don't think that screw's gonna hold it.
the town
That one
that we saw before is that way. But the hole is right here.
Aye. Well, let's go down
Because
because that's
Gravity.
the way holes work.
no, holes do not mean that you have to go into them. This is so far from the city.
If this is where we're going for the blight, then we have no choice. Or I have no choice. I must go.
I want to come up and see if there's a smell.
Okay.
Blight usually goes with rot. Rot is smell. Perception?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
12.
12. It smells musty and dank,
Like a hole in the
like a
ground.
hole in the ground.
Okay.
Not dusty. Do you think it's maybe rockier than?
What do
Yeah,
you
that
say,
one was
Grandpa?
never standing up, by the way. I'm just.
I think that we're going to be attacked if we don't fix this. I think the healing the land will prevent more of the wolves, frogs,
Well,
Bears,
the
if
twigs.
that's what you
of,
want,
squirrels.
Grandpa, and that's what you want, Aeon, I'll go with you. Let's go.
Is the debate to go down
Are
the
we
stairs?
welcome your swords?
I'm gonna run down the stairs.
Well, so it's 100 feet down to the first platform.
I'm assuming you want
Oh.
Okay.
I fly down the stairs.
From the
Assuming
top.
From the top down, yeah.
Oh.
You guys do have 200 feet.
Very much.
Can I turn into a bat and fly down?
You turn into bat and you fly down.
Okay.
Give me a perception check as you go. Do you have dark vision? Dark vision?
I do.
We all have rope. It's in every one of the kits. If you have any of the kits.
So the bag had 200 feet of rope in it. The bag of holding.
But it also had like the thieves kit.
Yeah, that's not a thief's
Sorry,
kit,
the
but
burner's
it
kit.
additionally had the 200 foot length of rope.
So all of us have 50 feet of rope in all of our in the kits if you have that. And then we have another 200 feet.
But you? Okay. You fly down. Do you fly all the way down? Do you fly to the first landing?
Evidently, I'm just going down.
Well, how far are you flying? Let me know.
I'm gonna go to the first landing.
Your friend turns to a bat and flies down, and you go land on it. Are you landing, or are you just like flapping
Where did we go,
around?
by the way?
Yeah, I'm like looking around. I'm looking at
Okay.
stuff.
No,
Okay.
where's Mars?
Do I see anything?
Mars.
Yeah, go. Oh yeah. You rolled a 12, right?
He said a 2.
Yeah, roll.
Oh, you rolled a 2?
Rolled two
There's some stone here,
Yeah,
and there are
nice.
steps going down from the stone to
No,
the
no,
next
no,
bit of stone.
So I can't see that far down. So I will light a torch
Oh,
and
was he on the
drop
other
it
one?
Okay.
into the hole and see how far it goes before it hits the
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah, so it drops about 100 feet.
Okay.
And then you can see that there are stairs, and maybe at the edge you can see that there's some more
Okay.
platforms. It's kind of a switchback.
No, you're back. Gotcha.
You know.
I'm back, baby.
Okay.
So how far is it from where we are to here?
100 feet, roughly, for those of you who can see that far.
Hey guys, I'm down
Well,
here.
and there's also some light. You don't have
Yeah.
100 feet of dark
I
vision.
dropped. I don't have any dark vision, so I just
Oh,
dropped, I dropped the
okay.
torch.
Yeah.
Need any-
Yeah, and
Down
there's these
it.
columns at the top.
Oh,
All right. What's that for?
sorry.
Did they hit me?
Oh, I think.
No, you're flying around, right?
I stopped.
Oh, did you stop? You landed?
Yeah, I'm like, now I'm looking around the.
Do you know how to tie a rope?
Okay.
I know
Um,
how to yes.
I rolled a
As long as you
17,
hold it.
so I think I
Let
would
me see if I have
did not
it.
hit you.
Okay.
I think I do.
As you
Pretty kids, right?
land, you hear some squeaking, and 3 gigantic rats come out of holes in the ground
I
and
don't
rush you.
have
Go
any
ahead and roll initiative.
I have concerns.
if you have a rope, I
Natural
can-
20.
Okay. You go first. As these rats start to come towards you,
Have the ropes been thrown down already?
No.
I don't have a rope.
We're still talking about.
yeah, there's still.
We're talking about knots.
What kit do you have? Do you have an
I'm gonna-
adventurer's kit?
I do. I think I have an adventurous kit, but does that involve a rope?
Then you have a
Yeah,
rope.
we have a rope.
Did I
I'm gonna
mention
turn
I have
invisible.
an extra rope?
Okay, you turn invisible.
And then
How- do I see where they came from?
I do not have an
They
adventurous
came from
kit.
different
Depends what
directions,
your
but from kind of the edge. Oh, I want to follow the link.
Really, I've seen it.
There we
It's
go.
not useful for anything I can imagine.
Okay, they have keen
No, I don't.
smell.
I do not have an adventurous
Okay.
kit.
Do they find me anyway?
I'd have to go
No,
over
you,
anyway
you
now.
have a weird
Neither.
smell, so they're having trouble finding you. They rolled a 5.
Okay.
Oh, they have advantage. That's what it
What
means.
pack do you have?
They rolled a 5.
The what?
Pack.
No, it was just empty. There was not much in my pack. To begin
So
with.
there's 3. How strong
No,
do they look?
what is-
Can I-
what-
no, I'm not surprised at
They
Like at character creation?
Yeah.
Oh, you can choose
are
to forego
larger
it and just
than
pick stuff out.
you.
So
Or-
I chose a healer's kit and
Yes,
other
some of them
small
are maybe
weapons.
larger than you.
That's it.
That was a mistake.
Not like super large, but yeah.
It's okay.
Is there
We
any,
have
like,
200
wall
feet
I
of
could
rope. All you need to do is tie it to something.
You could try to scram up the wall. It's pretty it's pretty vertical.
Yeah.
But it's not like smooth. If that makes sense.
Is there like a little ledge anywhere?
The only like obvious ledge is back up 100 feet where you came from.
All right. I will attempt to climb
Okay.
the wall and get out of range, and then I will, if I can successfully do that, I will Eldritch Blast the rats.
Okay. You can climb up like 15 feet and then turn around and Eldritch Blast. Those of you at the
Do I
top,
see this? I see
you
this
start to hear noise down
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm gonna drop down in there to help you out.
100
100
feet.
feet.
Oh, we got the rope, right?
This
17.
17.
We haven't got there yet.
So
Um,
what we need to do right now is tie the rope somewhere.
You let me grab a new
Well,
sheet.
good.
Because
Have
we're
this
going
rope.
to have to get.
You know,
You hit one of
Here's
them.
an
the
it.
rope to
I'm
hit
very
as an
big.
anchor.
Roll damage.
And how are you going to get down?
I'll find a place to tie it off afterwards. I can lower you down right
One.
now. Just
One.
expedient.
It
We
squeaks
do it.
at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll wrap it around my
around
waist.
you, yeah.
I'll remind you, there are these stone pillars jutting out.
Use a stone pillar.
I'll use a stone pillar. Wrap it around that. It's easier.
It wasn't
So,
part of
I
my
wasn't
package.
expecting this guy
Back
to
isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, I like your inventive.
So we're not-
What was your original roll on your
Who's sitting next to the
20.
pillar?
I'll find something to tie it to.
Somewhere.
21. Yeah, 21.
Rub me neck if I have to. Prefer not.
Okay.
Wild shape of tree.
So you hit it. Okay. The 3 rats will come, and you see 2 more emerge as this noise has come.
Just one moment of clarification. We got our hit points back. From
Yes, you're fully healed.
It's really important for me right now.
The biggest rat goes up to the wall and starts to smell and to look. And your impression is it's trying to decide if it can get you.
I giggle at it.
Okay. Up top.
Is it right
He's
underneath
coming
me?
down.
Yeah. What?
Is it right underneath me?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like going back and forth a little bit, trying to see if there's a spot where it thinks
Am
you
I?
can
Do I
purchase.
have? Am I able to urinate on it?
I'm gonna say you're need
On your turn, you can hear me
Yes.
out. Okay. So you're shimmying down the road.
Yeah,
We're
fast as I
fast.
can.
Go ahead and roll an initiative for me so I can put you on
All right.
Just gotta go down 100 feet.
21.
21. Okay.
Keep on the same initiative.
Well, no, it's because I put it at the top of the sheet and I shouldn't have. Okay. Rex. Okay. So now we'll go back to you because he's still coming down, Mr. Mars. You want to urinate on?
No, I changed my mind.
Okay.
How many free hands do you have?
14.
Let it go.
I don't know if you need
14
any free
hits.
hands.
15.
15
I keep
hits.
forgetting my spell attack.
Well, the question is it a free action?
Yeah, that I should have
Well, I mean-
clarified.
I guess if you're not
go
wearing
for it.
clothes,
doing
you
something
could
else
do
as
it.
a free
9
action.
damage.
9 damage. Okay, that rat keels over. You see the others go and find cover as they think about things.
Yeah, I repel
Mars, you get the rest of the way down.
Do I have
Rex.
Actually, do I have
Rex,
a bonus
sorry.
action to let go and attempt to land on a rat?
You could, yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check for me.
That's the
13.
theme we've started, I
13.
think, for
It's
you.
not all going to fit
Okay.
Perhaps
You
this
take
isn't
2
a
points of
good
bludgeoning
idea.
damage, and so does rat number
We know
2.
how this goes.
Oh, it's always super glue.
Some good ideas are good in retrospect.
Okay, and actually, I'm gonna make that rat. What's my color order here? Red. Okay.
Rat.
Okay.
Rat.
So Rex is down there. You dropped.
Who's next?
So actually, rather, if you drop the
Alright.
rats,
Who wants
okay,
to go next?
they scurry
Well,
back.
Is there any rats close by?
Anyone
Oh,
else?
I'll go. Yeah,
Hmm?
I'll
He
go
goes
next.
next.
Would you like to go down?
Are they rats out of the way?
No, he goes next.
So they, as you're coming down,
Yeah.
you see him blast one and it dies,
Yeah.
and they kind of scurry, and then he like drops on one of them, and they begin to scurry back at him.
Okay, so there's nothing close that I can take a whack at?
Well, so you took, so it's 100 feet down.
Okay, so,
So you took-
full action.
You took, yeah,
Yeah.
all your time to get there.
Got it.
Where
Can I
did
take
you roll?
an extra
I
action?
will roll now.
Yes, you can take your soul. Your
Dex, right?
Initiative.
Just initiative dissipation.
Oh, initiative, yeah.
Yeah, initiative. Yeah.
So
yeah,
yes
you,
to hit?
yeah, you can take your
19.
19. Okay.
Jeez, everyone.
We're in it
We
really
clump
counts.
together.
I love that
17
you
to
guys
hit.
are trying so hard to save your friend from his stupidity.
17 to hit.
17 to hit, that will hit a rat.
Well, I don't even think we
11
know it's
damage.
rats until we get
Okay, you kill a rat.
There's a torch
The rat
down
that he
there.
fell on is now
I found a
sliced
torch.
in half. Okay. This is actually great because this was one of the ones where like, maybe Zoro's ever slipped down, maybe he dies before the rest of you get there. Anyway, and it kind of happened, but it's not really happening. Okay, so you're sliding down, you kill a rat. That takes us back to Mars.
Is the other rat alive?
So the one you fell on, he just cut in half as he lands next to you. And the other 3 are like coming back to you.
There were 5 total?
There were yeah, so there were 3 initially, and then as you started making noise, 2 more showed up.
Sorry, big guy, I got that one for you.
Okay. So there's no rats around me currently?
They're not right on you yet, but they're scurrying here. I've got this guy is his kind of a large rat, and then these 2 things which we can put colors under if we need to, but I don't know if they're gonna last that
running
long.
out of space up here.
Yeah, we don't have to actually put them on there, but
It's like
anyway.
a Jenga game. Like, you
Right
don't have to
here.
pull this one.
Yeah,
I didn't expect there to be full-fledged combat here.
we'll Eldritch Blast again.
Okay,
Oh, that's a 21.
so 21. That will hit, and
Well, you brought the combat.
With 10 damages.
okay, that kills rat number 3.
There's your beadback, sir.
Okay, the 2 remaining rats will run up
Massive.
to you
I think the 17.
and bite at you. That is an 18 and a 19 to bite you.
Yeah, they'll succeed at biting me.
Well, you guys are all the same size, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are hungry.
Are you gonna be able to tell us apart in this low light?
I'll just hit the one.
Five.
Yes.
Okay, one of us
That's a
has
total
low-light
of
vision.
9
I have dark
piercing
vision.
damage.
I can tell.
That's not great.
I'm sure it's not great.
That's not great.
Okay.
Someone's making decisions.
So who's going down next?
I just say, I come! And I jump on the rope and try to do it. So I'm trying to make it so that the rope is at the crook of my arm.
And
And
you're
I have my
sliding
arms like
the-
this. And I have
Oh,
my
Lord
like
Almighty,
leg
your feet.
out.
That's gonna hurt.
And
Is
I
the oil
want-
still on you? You're gonna
what,
combust.
yeah. What roll do you want me to do to see if I succeed? And I'm happy to do it with disadvantage.
How much damage do I take from friction heat?
Should we,
Well, I don't
we'll
think
make
so.
this
60
a
10.
acrobatics roll, I think.
Have you been applying that oil still?
The oil was largely like it's gone off on my clothes that I got
Yeah.
as I got dressed in the morning.
Yeah, we'll make it an acrobatics check.
Okay. Just normal.
Yeah, I'll just do normal because I don't want you to die.
14.
14. You manage
Spare the dying.
to get tangled in the rope about halfway down so that you avoid burning your hands off.
So then, once I get stuck, I very awkwardly, like, shimmy without any grace the rest of the way.
Okay, Rex, as he's doing this, as you are not sure if someone's gonna fall on you, it's your go.
There's two more rats
There's
left.
2 more rats.
Take
Yeah.
a swipe.
And I have like a cloak that's usually kind of like mostly open, and it's just like hanging down over my head because I'm upset.
Because you're like upside down now. I love it.
11 to hit.
11 hit. That
All the
misses.
blood rush into your head.
I'll take out a strike.
That's how you the body
I
is
have
very dizzy.
out my rapier and my buckler.
Okay.
The 13.
13 hits.
8 damage.
8 damage. That's enough to kill rat number 4.
All right.
Mars, you get another go as Pikeman landed next to you now.
Do you want me to roll for
Initiative
yet?
coming down.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter for sure.
Well, yeah, but
8.
look at this
Okay.
guy.
What did you?
One rat goes away.
It's gonna be.
sorry.
It's gonna take him a while. It's
Hanging from one foot
sorry.
upside down? I don't know what he's doing.
most people got down
I
in 12
will
seconds. It's gonna
disengage
take him
and
like
attempt
twice
to
that.
climb up on
You said
top
you
of
lowered me down.
Kingsley
Okay.
He's
and
doing whatever.
catcall the last remaining rat.
Oh,
Okay.
Basically falling.
Arendor,
out.
it's your turn. Your little green friend is standing on the 7-foot dragonborn and just
I just like
Not so much
hiss
calling
and,
insults at this
like,
thing.
point at all the dead
I
carcasses.
am going to use my pipe
and
like
do
a golf
this.
club, and I'm going to attack one of the rats.
Eat them?
Yeah.
using the
I
pipe
just
as a golf
sign
club.
I'm gonna eat
Probably
rat.
not the most efficient. Fine. You do you.
I want an intimidation check
It's okay.
on the rat.
He's trying to
A
do
golf club is
Angry,
eight
I'm
feet long.
signing at the rat that I'm gonna
He's
eat
trying to do a slice shot.
Yeah, which
That
I'm
one.
not going to do.
What did you
Natural 1.
When I
you
said we should sit next to
managed
each other, I
to
wanted
clip
I
your
wanted
own
to try.
foot as you like go and try to get low, and it's all you can do to keep
I
on your feet.
deserve that.
Okay.
Start tumbling down the stairs.
I'm starting down, but it's gonna be
Okay.
instead of 2 rounds, it's gonna take him like 4 rounds to get down, so I'm gonna get stuck. Not
Okay.
long enough.
The remaining rat grabs one of its friends, and scurries off into a hole.
Ew,
How
gross.
long is the entire? It was
You
100,
can-
it was 100 feet, right?
It's 100 feet.
Yeah.
You can make an attack of opportunity
Yes,
if
I
you
will.
want.
Can I?
Gross little rats.
The last 20 minutes,
Or larger
the
rats.
last 28 feet, I'm like super embarrassed, and I just let go to try to like do a superhero land.
Okay.
So 15.
Give me a dexterity save to see if you manage to.
20
hits?
feet?
If
50
you
hits,
miss
yeah.
this
Oh, cool. I
platform,
also got
we are
15.
going to laugh
Okay.
so hard.
I'm sure it's
It's a
dead.
long way. 20 feet is a long ways to fall.
No,
not quite
sorry, it
yet.
would have been like 10.
This.
It would
How
have
do
been like
broken
a story.
bones work in D&D?
So it's
No.
1d6 per 10 feet you fall is what the.
When he misses that, he only has
It
to
would have
fall
been 10.
this
Yeah.
I would have done a story.
Okay.
I'm not that stupid.
Are you?
Yeah.
Let's okay.
It's
yeah,
more of
fair.
a wisdom thing, I think, than
Intelligence?
intelligence.
Intelligence is can I. Wisdom is should I.
Yeah.
10.
There's some charisma
Okay.
because it's like
Um,
the shame of
you take 2 damage and manage to stay on your feet.
excellence.
Bludgeoning damage if you care.
You know what they say about the superhero landing?
Okay.
Kills your knees.
The 2 of you. Well, you're the 2 of you on top now. As the
I'm-
sound down below
Right.
settles. What are you doing up here? You notice as you're tying the rope onto the pillars that there are markings on some of these pillars. They're very
I'd
worn.
like to investigate those.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help read.
Okay.
There's like runic markings on there.
Is there some kind of arcane rule?
Kingsley.
So
Yeah,
these
just
don't
gave
look
you a
like they're
pile of
arcane.
rations.
So the pillars are
Pile of
worn,
rats or
and it's like
rations?
kind of freshish
Rats and
graffiti.
rations.
I guess is the way I describe it. Someone like wrote on these
Hmm.
old worn pillars.
Aye.
You recognize it immediately. This is orc.
Oh.
You can read it. If you took time to see what I recognize the characters. It is covered in maybe warnings and threats like don't trespass, very large dogs sort of thing.
Mountain Doom Incorporated.
Yeah.
As he's reading that, I'm just
No
walking
soliciting
down
allowed.
the stairs.
I will pick up the
They're
torch that was
100
tossed
feet
down.
In Orc.
Orc?
They're up there.
You're-
Oh,
Not
he's
the-
seen this up there. I thought.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's
no.
essentially a do not enter.
And if you start walking, I'm going to
Not
grab the
great
back
friends
and
of little
pull you back.
beasties.
Not that I'm aware of.
Aye.
Are those pillars referring to the area that we're currently in?
So they're the area you just left.
It's not going to arrow point down or anything.
So you get the impression that these are keep out signs for the crack that your friends just
Yeah.
flew down, climbed carefully down, fell down, as the case may be.
Very, very.
Keep the rations flowing.
Were we not supposed to come
Yeah.
down here? I thought that was the point.
I don't know.
It's a little low
So-
for that.
It could be that
I can
the
climb back up.
orcs are causing a blight.
If that's the case, let's root them out.
I think that would be the appropriate.
I'm gonna take the torch. I want to try and make my way down the death trap.
Okay. So it is
Watch out for rats.
a narrow stairway. It is very roughly
I have
hewn.
to say, Clarence, I'm growing quite fond of our chats.
But as long as you're not like fighting or running or like pushing past someone, you should be fine.
Okay.
And it's about another 100 feet of this kind of switch back through some ledges all the way down. As you get to the bottom, you'll end up where the square thing is by in front of the tower. Is where you're.
This?
Is where it puts you out. No,
This.
that
This
one.
other platform?
Yeah, puts you out there.
Alright, you want to climb down next? I'll follow you.
Yep.
Afterwards,
And I did
I'm a little slow.
I've taken the
No,
torch.
you're
Might be
not.
better
Your
for me.
limit speed is 30, just like the rest of us.
Why don't I stay at the top and let you go first, Clarence, and I'll watch from the
That's
top,
for
make
a
sure that you make
fully
it down
healthy
safely.
Tortuga.
Alright.
This Tortuga has bad knees.
So you went down.
Some people like to mosey, and some people like to hustle.
I can do 30
I'm a
feet.
hustler.
I tend to not to. I can avoid it.
Once we get all the way onto the actual ground, I will slip ahead of everyone and move stealthily, but not so close that Mr. Clank and the rest of them are disturbing my stealth.
You still Clank.
Before
Go ahead.
you go, I want to tell everyone that there was above there were signs of orc.
Of a fork?
Kill the forks.
Orcs.
Saying orcs. There were orcs.
Oh, orcs. Kill the orcs.
There's orcs writing up above, saying keep out.
Scary man himself. This is
I
some
will.
evil sports.
Okay, I say it wasn't very pretty.
I've fought orcs before, so I'm happy to take the lead on this one.
Because the question.
And then I sneak ahead.
Okay.
While they keep talking.
Fucking.
How old are these writings? Can you guys able to tell like how weathered it was?
So it looked like the pillars were weathered, but this looked like after the fact, like kind of graffiti style writing.
But like,
So orcish.
Yeah. Would you pass this to Sean? As you guys all descend, a fortress emerges from the darkness. The subterranean citadel, though impressive, seems long forgotten. If the lightless windows, cracked crenellations, and leaning towers are any indication, all is quiet though a cold breeze blows up from below, bringing with it the scent of dust and a faint trace of rot. Now that you're actually in it, you do smell that.
So upon seeing the fortress, I say, yes, I remember now orcs, known for their small figures and light builds. They are best known to dwell near water, and they primarily eat fruit. But not to worry, they're usually not very war-based people. We should be fine.
As I am well away from the party, and I can hear this because he's speaking so loud that it echoes.
Through this cavern.
Have you met an orc, sir?
I can hide and then see if he's managed to attract the attention of anything.
Okay. Go ahead and you can roll stealth and perception. Why is it making noises at me? Daniel has a bazillion calendar notifications.
24 on stealth. 17 on perception.
Okay.
Can I do a deception roll?
Yes, you have to do a deception roll. I'm
do you not?
going to give you disadvantage
do you
because
know
of
you
the
don't know
things
it?
that you said.
Yeah, you trying to lie?
Wait, are you lying to us or to the orcs? Are you convincing they're orcs?
No, I know I have no idea what I'm talking about. Well,
What's the deception then?
anyhow, I rolled a 14.
So do it at disadvantage because of the things you said are apparently.
14 was the lower one.
Okay. Yeah. You are confident that your companions will depend on your wisdom.
Right, they will.
15 insight.
Aye.
And just since I speak orc, I'm guessing I
Yes,
know this is not true.
This is the first time that you've caught him.
Yeah, I rolled 7.
Wraithfoot, as you get down here, These narrow stairs empty into the small courtyard, apparently the top of what once was a crenellated battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. The floor stretches away to the north and south, composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbled masonry, which reaches to an unknown depth. To the east, I reversed these directions because I was going to set it the other way, so I'm going to go back to the original, to the west, towards me, so we keep the directions from last session, looms the surviving structure of what must have once stood on the bluff above you. A tower stands on the west side of the courtyard. Right. So if you could go. So behind you is the wall that you guys essentially just came down.
Right.
This way, you could essentially walk that way. That you're at ground level, but it's very loose, and it's not just rocks; some of it's masonry. And then there's this courtyard, and then a door into the tower as you come towards me.
And do I hear anything other than
Wait, so you?
him?
You said 17.
17.
Yeah. You do hear a little something. As you stop and you listen, it sounds like chewing, but it's kind of coming from like in front and below. And as you look towards the door, there is a crack in the masonry that makes you think that it can open or perhaps open as you go to the door. And it sounds like there's something down there.
Okay. I will hold where I am, expecting the rest of the party to catch up to me.
Okay.
Not that they'll see me when I
Yes,
Unless one of you has a passive perception higher than 23.
Nope. Not even things that live in the Underdark are going to see you.
When they get close, I tell them that, both of those things.
Oh, God.
Well, I step out of the shadows first.
Yeah, he noticed.
You scared me.
Oh, Redfoot, you're very light on your feet.
Give us
Just wait till you see me walking at a
warning.
normal pace through a small thing. You shouldn't even fit there, but you're just standing and walking. That's just weird.
So
yeah,
you
so
explained it all to us then, right?
I explained to you.
Okay.
Now,
Is
what's the
it-
direction?
Is it a trap of sorts?
What's the direction do you want to go? Do you want to go that way through the trap? Do you want to go north or south? Because that's like rough ground, but we can go there. Or do you want to go through the door? Or do you want to go
What-
down?
Well, the door
Based
sounds
on
like
come
the
down,
door
which direction
perhaps
is where the
trapped,
water
is it
was
not?
coming out of the...
Looks like it.
So you guys essentially circled around behind the bluff,
Should we trigger it?
and then
See
have
what
come
happens?
down, so it would be coming back towards me.
I
North
could
or
try to
southwest,
disarm it
essentially.
instead.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
that
through
would
the
be
door
probably
would
better.
appears to be your best option, unless you think you can get around this fortress.
Okay.
All right.
We're very scared of these
Fine.
things.
I will try to disarm the trap.
Okay. Yeah. So as you go, you can give me a thieves tool check, whatever your dexterity and your proficiency. I assume your efficiency. But as you go and you begin to look at it, you can see this is a trap door. It's designed to drop people in, but it doesn't go. The hinge is actually like maybe 2 feet in front of the door, so you can walk around it. But you could also try to wedge it open or closed, depending on what you roll here.
As soon as I see that, I just why don't you just walk around?
Okay. So you don't even bother. You don't even risk breaking any of your tools. Okay. Yeah.
Not my style.
I have a very keen eye.
There will be things that need to be disarmed. This isn't one of them.
Where do you come about these skills?
What?
Did you fall in?
It's quite impressive.
So then we reach the
A
door.
second
So you
trap
go, you guys skirt around the edge and go through the door. We can pull the top of the tower off, and the little X inside, if you would.
Seems rude just to barge in.
Also the whole top portion in here. All right.
Yep. As you guys enter this room, there are 4. This is
Part
a
of the
circular.
construction upstairs.
Yeah, I'm trying to refinish the ceiling. It leaks. Oh, but only when it rains hard enough to soak through.
Yeah.
Drips.
It's great. It's good of you to get your children to cooperate in that way.
Yeah, I don't know what they're making.
Even orcs like a warm.
I don't even think they know what they're making.
Yeah, maybe not. So we're inside the first.
So you're inside the, yeah.
Okay, I'll shove this in there.
This circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which are sprawled the bodies of 4 creatures, which I'll describe momentarily, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with its back against the western wall, the far side by me, with a spear that killed it still skewering it and holding it upright. There are 4 wooden doors, including the one you just came from. That always confuses me when I read other people's writing that they include the door you came through. Anyway, there's 4 doors leading out of the area, including the one you came through. It's a hollow tower of loose masonry. It goes up 30 feet in the air, but the intervening floors have collapsed.
Everything's collapsing.
There's a little bit of stairs remaining.
It's magnetic.
It is.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And these bodies. So these bodies, they're a bit odd. They have 4 arms and 2 legs and no real neck and 2 mouths. But other than that, they look like goblins.
But other than that, they look
Yes.
like goblins.
Right, so they don't look like goblins at all.
Wait, so how? These are dead, decayed bodies.
They're not that
Can I tell
decayed
how
yet.
old, how long they've been
Yeah, go ahead. Of course you would.
dead? Yep.
I don't think this is
Medicine,
Um,
I'm guessing, or
Medicine, yeah.
only a 10.
Okay. So they have signs that they've been gnawed on by rats. So they've been dead for some time, but they're got flesh on them still, so they're not skeletons.
Do they stink?
Yeah, it stinks in here.
Do they have any like pustules on them? Or pus? Or blackness?
Just slashes and stabs and that sort of thing.
Or attacked?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the spear sticking
I'd like
out
to
of
do an
one.
investigation check. Does it look like they fought creatures of similar size?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I can remember. Here we go.
Before these,
3.
They don't have any weapons.
Okay.
Or maybe they don't have any weapons anymore. Who knows? Anyway, they got killed by something.
They're dead. So it matters.
Yeah.
so before my illustrious compatriots trample over everything, I'm going to look around all of the doors and figure out if any of the doors look like they've been more recently used than others. Things
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
So that's an investigation
yeah.
check.
Give me an investigation check. Yep.
Not my strongest. Looks like a 7.
Looks like a 7.
Did I find the doors?
Yes, you found the doors.
There's a 4th door.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
You-
where we came from.
All the doors are pretty beaten. The one thing I will, everything's been kind of stirred up here since the battle, so it's hard to really make out anything useful.
I'd like to try to see if any of the doors are locked.
Okay.
Just attempting to just normally.
All
As
3.
he touches the doorknob, you see me moving to the other side of the room immediately.
All 3 doors swing open. The door on the south side here opens into a large.
Let me refresh my water. Yeah, there's like some tap dancing going on today.
No, Daddy, no! Well,
Not this yet, Robert.
Okay.
I hear that, and I barely notice it. When I do think about it, it just makes me smile.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
bothered
like
by
kids
it at
having
all.
fun. It's so awesome.
Okay.
There's no screaming in pain.
There's not
Good.
screaming. There's no.
No blood.
Well, we don't know if there's blood, but they're at least having fun, even if there's
Yeah.
blood.
They're not worried about it. There is.
Yeah.
Okay, so the door on the south opens into about a 20-foot wide hall. It's in poor repair, masonry walls. The far end has collapsed, filling the southern section with rubble. On the western side, so on the far side from you and kind of towards the south, there is another door, which is carved with a rearing dragon relief on it. And there is a keyhole that you can spy. That's probably more than you can see just looking in. Okay.
I also do not have dark or low light.
So that was north?
But you have the torch.
I have a torch.
Yeah, okay.
That was
So that's
north?
to the south. The
Oh,
door to the south.
And there's another door inside the door to the
So there's a door. Yeah, there's another door across the way. It's beautifully carved with relief of the dragon. The southern part of the room is
Wait,
collapsed.
wasn't the far wall
Yeah. So
opposite to the door that we just opened is collapsed. So the door on the left,
yeah.
the right.
Well, so the door you open is actually on like the northeast corner of the thing.
Okay.
So it's south on the tower, but it leads into
Okay.
I'm making it confusing. It doesn't have to be that confusing. Yeah. Yeah. So across. So the far end of the room is collapsed, and on the other side, kind of near the collapse.
Okay.
There's
Nearby
there's
to the collapse
intricately
section is
closed
another
cars-
door.
Yeah.
I've called cast light on my shield, so everyone
Okay.
should have.
Yeah.
Oh, like produce flame.
On the west door and the east door, they both open and into what look more or less like hallways.
Okay.
We should go.
Hallways just extending
And then
south.
into the darkness, or like how far do they go?
They're hallways. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so to the east is a hallway that goes like maybe 20, 30 feet, and then has a door at the far end, and there might be like a door on the side, maybe like a restroom or something. Who knows? And then the one on the north.
Very specific.
I just imagine walking down like a hall in someplace I've never been.
Restroom?
There's
Do
one
you
with
mean
four
like an
arms,
indoor
with
outhouse?
pants,
Hello.
one with 4 arms and a dress.
Hey, I found the men's room down here.
And the north one is a little longer, but again ends in a doorway.
We should go south.
Should go up.
Aye.
South. I would go left.
I think if we go up, we'd be able to
Rex,
see.
were you not looking for dragons?
Yes.
There's a door down here south that has a dragon on it.
Are we sure?
I'm very sure.
You can see it from here. Look south.
What?
I move as they're talking. I move ahead of them and look for traps.
Okay, you can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I do want to peek, but
10.
10. Okay. The room is in pretty poor repair. You think that if there were traps, it would be obvious at this point.
Down in the room or in the hallway?
The hallway to the left.
because we all
yeah,
piled into this
yeah.
room, probably
The dragon door is. So as I head down the hallway, it's 20 feet wide.
Dragon door south.
This side is collapsed, and that side has the door.
Is it?
Yeah. So you come in here. The collapse is this end, and then the door is on this wall, kind of down by the collapse. So you kind of
Okay.
We came in the east.
And there's no other.
So you
door.
can So it's the southern end of the tower, but it leads into the northeast corner
Oh,
of
you're
this
going
room.
old school. You're going to remap our.
Now, do I see any
That's why I was asking specific questions about the door.
like kill holes?
No. So it appears like this had been like a hall of some sort. Would
Well,
be
if
your
this was
guess?
the top of a battlement and the top of a tower, I don't think you'd have kill holes facing inward.
All right.
Yeah.
So why don't you walk around and
I
assume
will.
everything is safe, and
I
I will
totally
look
will.
for traps.
So the two of you are in this kind of hall. I'm going to call it
Side
a
by
hall.
side.
No,
Side by
Holding
side.
hands.
no.
The rest of you, are you still in the tower room?
Not.
Still looking at the dead bodies?
The door
trying
that
to-
has the dragon on it, is this iconography or is it written?
So this is in the hallway.
Yeah.
It is a relief carving of a dragon on this door,
Okay. Can I get any sense?
and it looks like it's rearing and its mouth is open. If you want.
Can I get any sense of like the origins of this dragon or like purpose for putting it here?
Yeah.
Are you pushing me aside?
No, not going to push you aside.
No, you were.
Yeah,
Then you
that's
better
right.
stand
Okay.
behind me. Because I'm
Go
checking
ahead
the
and
door next.
I'm trying to think.
I'm next to
Give me a
No.
knowledge check of some sort, and I'll give you advantage on it.
Too close.
Just because it's a
So I
dragon.
don't know if history or what sort of lore check would
No.
be make more sense.
It's just a flat roll.
Some sort of
18 though.
yeah. Okay, you can try advantage if you want, but sounds already pretty good.
18 sounds great to me, but
yeah.
just in case, 19.
19. Okay.
That's my roll this
So yeah, so you know that they're in different lands at different times. There have been groups that have revered dragons and kind of like worshipped them.
Mm-hmm.
They're generally viewed as like cults, but this has that sort of vibe to you, right? That this is some sort of reverence, deference given to dragons. That whoever occupied this place may be of that sort of
Is there any
origin.
familiarity to the
Yeah.
so-
With your knowledge, as you look at this carving and at the way you would guess that it is chromatic dragon, not a metallic dragon, which again leads these feelings of kind of like cult versus like legitimate religion, because for some reason that's different. And given the ornateness of the carving, this may have been like the most special chambers beyond going this direction.
So Rex lets out a big sigh, and he says, "I don't know if this is the dragon that I seek, but it needs to be slain."
I look for traps on the door for the door handle for this room.
Okay.
Going with Rex. Stand here.
I'm still sitting on you.
Okay.
So you
My
find
shoulder.
that the door is
My
locked.
shoulder angel.
Yes.
Devil
I don't
shoulder.
actually know how this works. And you think it might be more than a mechanical lock.
Oh, do I detect magic?
There's a lock here, but
I can take the giant rat back, by the way.
it's not my kind of lock.
It follows you around.
You might still be able to open it, but you feel like this is maybe a little more than what you're used to. Anyone still in the tower? Okay. Did you want to do anything more with it? So there's the 3 bodies on the ground and the one that's stuck up against the wall.
I want to see for the bodies. Can I just figure out like what they are?
Roll a religion check for me.
What if we split the party 7 ways?
Ooh, 24.
Okay. So you have heard tales
You know, we can split it 8 ways.
of an evil force, I will say. That might not be the right thing. Some call it the Dalkur, that takes great pleasure in twisting, I will say species, though that maybe is not broad enough. And so you would think that these things are Dolgrums. They are effectively 2 goblins that have been melded into one body.
Beautiful. If the goblins would figure this out, then
They might adopt it.
yeah. Anyone would do it.
By
Flags.
what?
Daelkyr. The Delkir? I'm not sure.
Wait, is this homebrew? Like,
No, I steal from Forgotten Realms and Emerald all the
okay.
time.
but you're piecing it together from other lore.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's still homebrew. You just draw it out.
Is there anything like are they doing?
I customize things,
Yes.
I'll put it that way.
Yes.
Is there anything on their person at all? Or is
So it looks like someone has already stolen everything of value. Their weapons are gone, the armor is gone, except for the spear holding up the one that's still standing. There's nothing of value here,
Except for the spear.
except for the spear, yeah.
So much about the spear.
As he slumps to the ground, behind him on the wall is written a word, which
here.
you can recognize. It's Draconic.
But he's not there.
I am.
No, he's with.
I'm with.
Oh, I thought you
Right.
just told him to...
I did.
He
Oh.
did out of character.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's some writing behind him on the wall, but you can't read it. Okay.
Can I recognize the language? Would I know enough?
Yeah, you would say that if magic had an alphabet that it uses, it would be Draconic, and this looks like that.
Oh, well.
As y'all are futzing on the hallway, can anyone speak?
Wait for it.
Draconic.
Oh, right here.
Next is like, oh!
There's a word here.
So you went up? The...
No, I'm
No,
right.
so
I'm
he's
right.
still in the same
So
spot.
one of the bodies was pinned to the wall. He
Oh,
removed
got
it and
Okay,
it slumped down.
I
and
come
it's
over.
behind him. Okay.
I fully alliterated Draconic.
Yeah.
I,
So written.
I also come over.
Okay,
because
written.
I'm standing short.
Yeah, and you read Draconic as well. It works great.
I've just been loitering this.
So written in beautiful script, but small enough to be hidden behind a double goblin
Imagine
body.
you're vaping.
Probably.
There is the word Ashardon, and you know this. This is a great worm, a red dragon. He may not have been real. He may have been from a different plane. But like, they're the dragon gods, Tiamat and Behemoth. And then you would have like your heroes, like Hercules or whatever, that kind of blend with them.
Demigods.
And he's
up there.
He's the bad guy side of that, the villain, I guess. Specifically, like the songs that tell of him, I will say, talk about his deprivations and his unorthodox methods to extend his life. Some say that they were almost demonic features, which again, yeah. So this is
What was the name again? Elder.
Ashardalon, Ashardalon.
Does that name have a meaning too?
It might, but it is like he is like the grandfather of evil red dragons, essentially.
Do I get the? From my knowledge of these dragons, is he like a kind of like a Draco Lich then, or he's just ancient?
So he never went the path of undeath, or at least not in any of the stories that survive.
Mm-hmm.
But he is very old, and he did things to extend his life. That in polite society would be frowned upon. And then there are these stories of kind of demonic features on him.
I shared this all with the party and explained this background of this dragon, and I plead with them. We have to destroy it.
Is the dragon even here? I mean, it's just his name written on a wall.
Even those who serve him must die.
Is it the same handwriting as the Orcish?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is much nicer
So-
script.
Can I go look
And
behind the
this-
other
Let me see
bodies?
if I've got this
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
We have a party member who's been eaten by a frog
Yes.
and
Munched.
also got killed by a worm.
Yes.
Punched.
And you're saying that we should fight this dragon that is an ancient dragon for ancient dragons.
Be not afraid, Wrathfoot.
I am not afraid. I'm not stupid enough to join you on this quest.
I will join you.
We do not know what's happening here yet. It may be that this dragon might be behind all this blight.
I don't think the dragon is behind
Am
this
I
door,
aware
but
of
we
this
can
dragon?
keep looking.
My research.
All we know is that we found his
I
name.
think, yeah.
If you don't join us, I will honor your path.
He says stuff
But know
that makes
this.
you
Like
go-
it's-
you have a very
If you
different
leave a
picture of
dragon,
him
Yeah,
because you haven't.
He
You
will
weren't reading about him. You were
kill
reading about
again.
some of his interests.
gotcha.
It sounds much like a blight to me.
Yes, very much so.
This is the pathway.
All right.
So this, you
Okay.
Is there a small space around, like under some rubble or something?
know, you can try and wedge yourself in some rubble and.
Well, I don't even have to wedge. I can move, just
Yeah,
walk,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
walk through it. So
Well,
I'll just
it's-
move into a small space and just stay there while these guys keep talking.
Yeah, so you can go to the far corner of the rubble away from the door, and you can
Yeah.
try to get wedged there.
Eoden's gonna write down. He's gonna transcribe the dragon's name onto his scarf so he can recognize it in the future.
Okay. Do you burn it into your scarf? I'm sure it's out of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's me. It's like slight turn.
So I think their next course of action, we need to see what's behind this door.
Door number?
I walk up to the door and I try to open it.
Okay, it is locked.
The door is locked.
Do any of
We
you?
know
Can
that.
you? Oh no, you can't. Can any of you who actually know magic have a spell to open?
I
a
cast
locked door?
detect magic.
There is magic emanating from the lock of this door, or I'd say around from the seal of this door. And I don't remember the school, but essentially you can intuit that it's got arcane lock on it.
There is an arcane lock on this door. It's been passed to me from the ether.
Yeah, I said that we need someone who can open a locked door with magic.
I didn't think we had the magic.
And you have healing magic.
I have shooting magic.
Do you want
And
me
you have
to
shooting magic.
fix the
and
door?
You're useless, and you guys are fighters. Okay.
Well,
Magic's overrated.
I could probably burst down the door, but it would, in a structure of this age, I would not want to pursue what I can do.
If we go up,
All
down
right.
the other side.
Or what if we?
I will unlock it.
Attack the door.
Go ahead and give me a
I
tool
attack
of
the
dexterity check with your tools, proficiency, whatever.
Isn't this just a thieves tool?
The thieves tool, yeah.
Is it a dex check? I don't remember.
Yeah, you get to add your dexterity to it as an addition
If
to
I
your
were to
proficiency.
You're proficient.
press the digit, how,
Press the
press-
digits.
Oh wait,
Press
and I
digit
can also have my
Press the digit.
proficiency.
Yeah, you
Yes,
proficient.
yes,
Bonus,
you're proficient with your
bonus.
tools, and they're
And the
dexterity.
tool
given
bonus.
that I did detect magic,
Uh-huh.
could I
Nat
create?
20.
Could I do a minor creation to create a key that would open the magical lock?
Wow.
Oh.
Prestidigitation doesn't have substance, right?
It does. The minor creation does.
What is your total, Sean?
26.
26.
It was a natural 20 for Sean.
Yes, I know. But that is not an automatic success on all type of rolls.
Yes, we have found the back door. The exit
So
of the dungeon.
you hear the tumblers click into place.
The emergency, like.
Are we going back?
You have undone the mechanical
Start
lock,
with the boss.
and now you're trying to think, how do I break the magical lock?
No. I only unlock that,
Okay, you only unlock that.
and I have no intention
Okay.
of touching the magic. I now
Okay.
step back
Okay.
and say, it is now unlocked, but the wizard seal is still there.
Okay. It's very interesting.
Foil the DM.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check, or if you want, I'll just let it be a spell check if that's better for you. I
And
don't know.
then, as I see they're still going to try to open it despite the wizard lock, I move to some place where when it explodes, I don't get hit. I pull you back with me.
Alright, that's a good idea.
And Clarence. But Clarence is so slow. Actually, I can hide behind Clarence's shell, can't I?
Good idea.
Happy to shield you.
No, I'm not pulling you back for you to shield me.
Oh, no. Big
14.
14. All right.
man.
Also, this is odd, but
And
because
that
it's
20
you,
wouldn't do it.
I
so.
want you to give me a persuasion check, and that can use charisma if it doesn't already. I don't remember.
9.
9. Okay. You put all of your charm into trying this thing.
What does that sound like?
Well, I don't know where. I
Yeah.
will do it after I.
So you try to form a key to go into this lock, but you also know that's not quite the right thing because it's a magic seal, and here on the lock. So you're like trying to like
Should you roll
put some of your
deception to kick the
personality
lock?
into
Yeah,
like the
it's your
key
best
to try to
skill.
get the tendrils to go. And you think for a minute, I can get this door open for a brief period. I don't know how long before the lock re-engages, so I got to open this thing immediately.
Fortunately, I have fabricated us this key from the depths of the ether that I've drawn from within. However, its connection is tenuous. So the door will be open for a small moment. Ready yourselves.
This is from the man with no pants.
Wait. Perhaps we should decide whether we're going to go in if he opens it.
Open it. Let's go.
1,
Clarence, you better get close if you're
I'm
going to go.
2,
Guided. I have already brought him back to some place where when it
3.
He's gonna go on 10, guys. Hurry up.
And a half. I open the door and I go in.
You okay?
Yeah, I follow.
You open the door. You leave it open. As
Oh.
the magic like disappears, you guys come in the door closer to me here. I put these.
This one over here.
For the one with the light in it. Yeah,
Right
that
here.
over there. You can feel your detect magic is still going. You can feel like the magic reform, but the door is open. So as long as you don't close it, you're gonna be okay.
Wait, how'd you open the door?
Well, it's rude to leave it open.
So he picked it, and then he used prestidigitation to try to make a fake magic key to get around there.
So I did detect magic,
and
so I could
trying to
actually look
persuade
what the
it to
magic
accept
was,
his key.
Yeah.
and then I create a
Going through?
magic
Yeah.
key to
Explodes,
counteract.
It was too good of a thing not to let succeed
you're
unless
with
he
me.
utterly failed his
We're all
roll.
going to
Always.
We're all going in.
Okay. As the door opens, a hissing noise and a puff of dust around the door indicate that the chamber beyond has been sealed for ages.
I hiss back.
This dust, long undisturbed, covers
Yeah,
every
check
surface
it out.
in this large gallery. The air here is stale. 3 alcoves on the, and I built this room wrong, so I'm going to say on the south wall, because I should have rotated the room 180 degrees. On the south wall.
But we could just enter from the other side of the room.
Yeah. That's,
Were the other 3 supposed to light, by the way?
no, they're not supposed to light. I did that on purpose.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, we're just going to be on the other side
okay.
of the room, so as you were.
And you
Okay.
can move us all in
Um,
as well.
Yeah, we're all going.
3 alcoves on the south wall and 1 on the north wall.
I don't know. About
Each
that.
alcove contains a dust-covered stone pedestal with a fist-sized crystal globe resting on it. The globes in the northern alcove, or on the southern alcoves, are all cracked and dark, but the globe on the northern alcove glows with a soft, I was supposed to make it blue light.
Ruined it. Can we check for Arcana to see if we recognize
Faint
what's-
tinkling notes issue from it.
Is that the blue light?
That was supposed to be the light blue. I think I may have hit the
that's
green with my
turn
fat
it-
fingers.
Or you can turn up the brightness on it. Sometimes if it's too low, it won't engage.
It's magically
Let's do
blue.
one right here. I'll make it darker blue. Maybe.
That's kind of tealish.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
looks
Imagination.
green to me.
imagination. Yes, my lesson from this week is that I need to use more imagination and rely less on Robert's awesome toys because I spend too much time
There we go.
trying to get his toys.
Super fun.
Oh, it's
All right.
It's all good.
I will
Can we do
And
an
there's
arcana check to
Take
see
some of
the
those
nature of
broken crystals and put them in my sack while no one's noticing.
Okay. You can take all 3 if you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to
You
walk
can
up.
make an Arcana check.
Can I help with that?
While everyone's looking around, I'm holding up my key and going, ha ha!
We just ignore you as you
15?
walk through the door.
15.
I give you a little salute though.
So given, let's see,
What'd you roll? 15? 15. Yeah, 16. So same.
given the music and the faint glow,
Music.
you wonder if this is some sort of like warning beacon, alarm, or kind of like summoning device. Like if you get too close, maybe the music will get louder and something will happen. You also think you can break it pretty easily.
Is music emanating from it?
Yeah, there's faint tinkling notes coming from the alcove with the glowy.
I'm gonna get really close to it and try to listen.
What? Hey.
As you get close, go ahead and make a perception check. Ooh.
Oh, sweet Jesus. 6.
6. Okay. As you get close,
Too dark.
brooding music begins to play, and I should have queued this up. Brooding music begins to play throughout the area, and the sound. Okay. I need anyone that is in the room to make a wisdom saving throw,
Which is everybody.
which is everybody.
Alright, 24.
24.
We know if this is too dark. The blue.
21.
21.
10.
10. Okay.
14.
14.
11.
11. Okay.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
10.
10.
Yay,
Okay.
I got the
Oh,
lowest.
11.
11. Okay. You two feel this almost like panic press on your mind, but you shrug it off. It's music. The rest of you. Oh, none of you. One of you has advantage against being charmed.
That's me.
Do you
Oh,
roll
no, magical sleep.
magical
not
sleep?
It might be me.
It might be you. Remember that.
There's elves, usually.
I
It's
have
usually, but
advantage
someone-
on saving throws to avoid or in being charmed.
Okay, so you get an advantage on this.
15.
15. Okay, you also managed to shrug off this panic. The rest of you have to get out of this room and get away from this music.
Okay.
So you can run through either door, but you're running away.
Should we break the orb?
Everyone's.
Oh wait, so everyone's panicking?
Not these three, but the rest of you.
I
This brooding music, you gotta get away from
I
this thing.
sprint through that door.
Yeah,
You
that's
sprint
all.
through that
Just
door.
like hightail
Okay,
it.
and it's actually shut. It leads here, I
I
think.
think
Let
the
me double
orb
check.
is the
Source?
force.
Shall we get rid of it?
Where are you going?
Break it?
Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah.
Or leave it be?
Okay, yeah. So that would put them
a
here.
Good idea.
Can I? In this room or in
Can I
this
pick
door?
it up?
This hallway is supposed to connect the two.
Okay.
See, I did
Rotate
such a
it.
good job of placement here.
Here, let's rotate it.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah. You pick it up, yeah.
It's still glowing?
It's still glowing.
Still
It still has
twinkling?
ominous music coming out of it.
And it's just a globe. There's no switch.
It's just a little.
Yeah, I'll also be following the same direction.
Oh, you should keep it.
That is
put
the
it in
wrong.
your-
Yeah.
Bag of
I stick it
holding?
in the bag of holding. Does the tinkling continue?
Oh, the music stops.
Did we all get out of the door, the room yet?
Oh, that might come in
As
handy
we all
in the
just
future.
Scooby-Doo away.
This is great.
As long
So
as
the rest of
music's
you
doing okay.
who just
Right.
ran through
I think
there.
we'll go without them. We all panic.
Let's see.
May not be good.
Do you want to follow these guys? or just leave them
The
be?
the ground in the middle of that hallway opens up as you step on a pressure plate. Give me a dexterity check to see how well you land as you fall.
You just hear
Do you
screams.
hear that? Sounds like
I got a
Oh.
15.
Actually, sorry, this one isn't.
Wait,
Who's
you're
in front?
You're on top of
Me.
me.
You. Okay. An arrow
I-
from the
I-
opposite doorway shoots at you. That's a 16 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Max damage. Oh
no.
It's running
You
here.
gotta
Hit
go
by an
save
arrow.
Zorro.
The music goes away,
Again?
and you feel okay again.
Your
Except
Zorro's
that
dead.
Zoro is in front of you.
Can we hobble him?
I pick him up.
You pick him up. Okay.
Probably a
Yeah.
good
Do
idea.
you go back to where you came from, or you?
Well, you came with us.
No, I was fixed. I was in the
Oh,
orb.
I carry him back to the cleric.
Okay, you guys all leave the hallway.
I cast Spare the Dying on him.
Oh, good.
Dear.
I'm sorry, Zoro. I don't have something against
You're
you.
back to 0 hit points. You're good.
Oh, saloon.
You know, actually, if he
This
heals him,
poor
then he'll be able to walk again.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
Instead
Oh,
of
spared.
I spare dying, it's just
That's a
stabilize
cantrip,
it.
though, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah,
He's
so
based-
it's no big-
He's basically
so you
zero,
can-
so he doesn't have to do saving.
right.
He's still.
Zoro, take your level 2 hit die
Please.
after your max, and then heal however much he
Yeah,
tells you to heal.
You got 16.
Right.
Well, he's
That's
still
enough.
zero hit points.
Even with the level, your level 2 hit die?
Yeah,
Well,
he's
so-
down.
I don't understand hit die. Could you explain? I've never
So,
understood
okay,
hit die.
so when you level up, you get your hit points go up.
Okay.
So you can roll, I think it's
Every class has a different
D6.
dice.
it's a d6 for you. You can roll a d6 and add your Constitution modifier, or you can take a 4 and add your Constitution modifier. So 4 is the average,
And I add that to my overall hit
you know,
points.
and that your maximum hit points goes up by that much.
How do you
Oh.
get leveling up before? Oh, you do it on
I do
D&D
it-
Beyond.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
it all
Does
automatically.
it for you.
Yeah.
Well, short rest you'd care because you'd roll your hit die to recover like a portion.
And
of your
and
health.
it's
It
I
does
mean
that for you
it does that
automatically.
for you as
You
well.
just say how many.
Yeah, there's a button.
Yeah, so you
That's why you don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just do the 4. So
4.
that's
Digital
7. So
people,
that takes me up to
digital.
15.
Yeah, so you still healed all the way. Okay.
Is it still
Wait,
so? It's still
wait,
blue.
me.
Like everything.
No,
is
it's
blue?
it's in the bag of holding.
Got it.
It is in a different dimension.
Oh,
That is.
got it.
Oh, I turned it.
So that is now
That
my
sounds great.
consistent.
It's turned green.
Yes.
It's emanating poison now. Quick, clear the room. Oh,
It's
wait.
because my
Oh.
fat fingers I was hitting on instead of off.
Do you want yellow?
You have a decent con, though, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
morning.
Right? Do right.
Alright.
Okay. Do right.
Smart
Okay.
lecture, bless
I
him.
would like to make some photocopies.
I have some fruit sets, but
Oh, I don't need
But you can
photocopies,
make
but I
everything
would like some of
that's
some of
right.
the
I know
office
it's gonna be
coffee.
blue light.
Aye.
Okay.
Nothing quite like coffee.
The rest of you shake off your fear. You're not sure why a glowing orb with scary music.
I'd like
is-
to go to the place where the
Well,
glowing
these other
orb was,
orbs,
and
if you
whatever
connect
was
with that
holding it,
thing-
I want to break it.
Okay.
They were all broken.
You take some time to
Oh, the
smash
same
the
time?
stone pedestal that it sat on.
I think so.
What are
Justice.
the other side of the room? What are these?
So there are 3 alcoves on this side,
Yeah.
with orbs that don't have any light out of them, and then the one on the other side that had the glowing orb.
So I'll take a look at the ones that are, I guess, unlit.
Well, actually, they're not there anymore.
No.
They disappeared. There's
You guys
also,
were all distracted, and
there are pedestals on the
You have no
on the
idea what
south
happened.
side of the room, matching the one he's destroying on the north side of the room.
Sure,
Those
that's
two
true.
alcoves.
Is there any writing on
You
these
know what
pedestals?
happened?
Any
Wait,
writing
so will
or
the
anything?
music play again anytime we open up the bag of holding?
Every time we get something out, we run away from the bag.
Oh, okay.
So the sound can't travel out of the bag.
Apparently
Like,
not.
go get it. Well, that's perfect because you can reach
know
in.
what's going to happen.
Why
Next
can't you
time,
reach
next
into
time you
a
know
bag?
him, just pull it out. He'll run into a room, he'll get shot, and we'll be done.
It's a great safety feature.
You don't see any
Steals
recognizable
your
items.
bag.
I mean, they're
Take it out
intricately
and run away.
carved,
Mhm.
but
It
it's
should be
worn
part
and
of the
broken,
bag.
so even that's
You have to watch out.
Rolls
There
seems
might
pretty
be
old.
rogues about.
seems pretty old, or something traumatic. Put it down here.
Gotcha.
One of the two.
Really? Where?
Hey, people
Anything
like to
else in
steal
this room?
things. Really?
No,
Bad
that's pretty much it for this room.
So they're gone? Without a trace.
No,
Thanks,
what?
Grandpa.
Did we all? Did
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
I think
see
they're all
them?
back in that room now.
Oh, we're all back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the globes are all gone.
Did we see them when we came in originally?
He went straight for it.
Who stuck their head in? Zorro
No.
saw them.
So what happened was
No,
you
I was
guys
paying
went
attention
in,
to my key.
Oh yeah, okay.
and you were all looking at, and while you
I
guys
love how
were
you
all
just,
looking
like,
at the glowing orb,
Reinvent your
Give,
story.
give,
Give yourself
give me
disadvantage. every time.
a persuasion check.
So we knew all.
Persuasion check. Wow.
so what else did
was open, yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Yep.
Can you move
I'll open the new
down
one.
by the door?
Yeah.
So as he reaches for the door,
Wait, aren't we coming this way?
You're going.
No, we're going the other way.
We are going that way.
I'm assuming we're walking kind of in a line.
We went past this.
Yeah. So Wraithfoot is just open that door.
So right before he opens the door, I want to say, "I have a key," and then he opens it, and then I very pitifully put the key back in my pocket.
How long does that key last?
An hour.
Nice. What's beyond in the room?
Dust fills this hall like a layer of gray snow. In the rounded northern end of the chamber, a 10-foot tall sculpture of a coiled dragon carved in red-veined white marble.
Hey, Lex, you'll want to see this.
How big is it?
So right up
10
the
foot.
high.
10 foot.
Yeah. Someday I'll
Right on
convert
the
everything to
edge of your
meters,
bag.
but I'm too
Can I
lazy.
pick it up?
You can try. Make a strength check.
10-foot statue.
Yeah, with
Out
a
of-
strength of 8, I really don't think.
Yeah. You might topple it on yourself. I think it's the best you're going to do, but...
It's like Death by File Cabinet.
Yeah.
Just
And how big is the opening to the bag of holding?
Before you put that in the bag,
I think
a look at it.
the internal volume of the bag is not 10
Okay.
feet in any dimension. Yeah.
that 10-foot statue? What are you going to do with that?
You see me looking at that, looking at my bag of holding, looking at that.
You go like
Like the novice adventurer who goes around and picks up every piece of trash he comes across?
A loot goblin?
Aye.
as you go to stand there and look at it, its mouth begins to move. We come at night. No, except it says something. Oh no, it says it in common. Okay. We
Hey,
come
Rob?
at night without being
What?
fetched.
So does
We
he.
disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?
Where'd
And the
Rob
mouth
go?
stops.
We need Rob here.
We come at night with what? I couldn't hear that.
Should I repeat it or should we?
Wait, so are we all in the room?
Let's wait for us.
Oh, let's write it down.
I don't know.
Well, I wasn't. I opened the door, but then
This is a
people
riddle, which means
like
it'll take us
barge
7 hours
past
to
me.
figure out.
Well, you went to look at it. That's why you're
I
looking.
imagine the rest of us
Yeah.
were. And I don't have to stand right next to it. But you see what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the bag, and
No.
looking at it, and looking.
Hey, Rob, you've been screaming to your character to come here.
I'm running in.
There's a giant dragon statue here. It's talking. We need you here.
It said,
Smash it.
"We come
We
at
come
night."
at night without being fetched. We disappear
No, I
by
smash
day
it.
without being stolen.
While it's talking.
What are we? You start
Rob,
hitting this marble.
Shadows.
With them all.
How's the angle?
There be shadows.
And it's also
Are you hitting the statue?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Do I get advantage because it's not moving?
sure.
Okay. Starting 20. 23.
Okay.
There,
You
shadow?
take a chunk out of its knee.
I take
Sorry, what? We come at night?
6 chunks.
Without being...
Fetched. We
Something?
disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?
Shadows?
Stars?
Stars?
As you say stars,
I smash it again.
Throw one on intelligence check on that one.
a door opens on the other side where this opening is.
Good job. Oh, you're very wise.
It wasn't even a door, like the wall opens. Where that opening is.
Like that?
You can keep
This opening.
chunking away at it if you want.
Yeah, I
I
bash
look
it
through
for
the
one
rest
off.
of the room.
You go to the restroom?
I look through the rest of the room.
The toilet?
It's over there.
So your guess would be that this
The
would
indoor
be
outhouse.
The
like
base
a
say.
shrine. So there are like some carvings on the wall. There's a statue. There are some
Any of the
windows
carvings have
that
gems in the eyes or anything like that.
it did not. It was pure this beautiful red streaked white marble. Though there is on the one eye the red streak does like go through it, so it almost looks like a little cat eye.
So, but the other statues, I mean.
Oh, there's carvings on the wall,
Oh, I
not
see.
statues. Yeah, so it would appear to you to be some shrine, and they're simplistic compared to this statue,
Is it
which
right?
is quickly becoming not valuable enough to put in your bag of holding.
So I see Rex wailing on this statue,
I'm still hitting it.
and I say, Rex! Rex!
What?
What are you doing? Do you turn to look at me?
No, I'm panting with my maul. I stopped smashing it.
I wait for you to turn and look at me. Rex!
Yes.
Is he looking at, are you
Yeah,
looking
I'm
at
looking
me? Okay, sorry.
Wait, no. Yes, I am.
While he's looking at me under my breath and with some hand motions, I do minor illusion and I make it look like the statue hasn't been touched. What are you doing?
Can I roll against this?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. As you turn back and the damage has been repaired, do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Well, not super great at wisdom. 15 though.
15? That's good enough to see through his illusion.
You, sir, should not respect these dragons.
I don't respect anyone. As you were. And I just walk up.
Half an hour later, still.
You said there was writing on the walls?
So carvings.
Carvings?
And there's maybe some draconic characters, yeah.
Okay, that was cool.
Is the draconic characters, is it the same name that we saw earlier?
As you do look around, you do eventually you see his name appear a couple of different places.
So wait, is this the dragon that you were looking for that you wanted to destroy?
Oh, he's very small.
Lex?
Eventually, you get around behind it, and you like put your feet against it, and like shimmy up the wall, and like shove it over.
Yeah.
And then you can keep wailing down on the ground.
Thing.
Is this going to happen every time you see a dragon?
Ah, just the bad ones.
Oh, okay.
You know, Rex, you missed the carving outside the door.
Wait,
I
there's
thought
writing on the walls.
This one was talking to me.
There's writing on the walls as well. Can you read it?
Okay, I calm down and I look at the writing.
Yeah. So you can see here, like, imagine Stations of the Cross, but to Tiamat and to some famous dragons like
Esmeralda.
Ashur-Dalan. Some of these like stories, like these famous draconic stories from Chromatic Dragons, like being told very like children's version, just simple picture, like 1 or 2 lines.
Oh, like a nursery.
Kind of like yeah. So it's on my brain. I've got Stations of the Cross from a Catholic cathedral, but that seems because it's.
So is this? Do I think this is like a dragon nursery? Like
so this looks to you like a sanctuary, like somewhere people would come and worship.
Oh, so it's more just like a antechamber. It's not as though they were keeping.
Not like they were keeping dragons here, but like these followers of the dragon of the Chromatic Dragons would come here, and hear their stories about the great carnage of.
So I don't share repeating the stories because I'm trying to bury that mystery. Yeah, but I do share the names of the dragons.
Okay. That's all I'm thinking about. The names kind of one prepared. I guess it does mention Tiamat, but also dragons that actually existed on the material plane or may have alleged are rumored to have.
You mentioned there was an opening in the wall that occurred.
Yeah.
Has anyone gone in there?
Not that I know of.
I would like to go into the hole in the wall.
Okay. I think that puts you at the far side of this guy.
Wow. Okay, we're in the hole.
Yeah. You guys I didn't even have to prod you into the one where I actually put the maps together. It was very great. And I completely forgot that door was so tightly locked, but you made that easy too.
So he appears over here?
Yeah. Dust cloaks the...
So he went that way, right?
Yeah, he went that way.
Further west.
Through the
secret door. Yeah. Dust cloaks the contents of this 20-foot wide hall. 6 alcoves line the walls, 3 on the north and 3 on the south. Each alcove except the southwest one, which is the far one here by Rob, close to me. Robert, sorry, I don't know that. Robert.
Just not body.
Except that one holds a humanoid figure carved of red-veined marble, much like the once statue of the dragon. The figures resemble tall elves in plate armor. A stone archway at the west end of the hall opens into a wide room, from which greenish light glows. A dark pit is situated before the archway.
I'm gonna stop.
You're on your own, bud.
Yeah, well, I don't know if my character's gonna be adventurous or alive.
Both. Neither.
I will follow him in and look for traps.
Okay.
On the floors, especially when I step on one.
Go ahead and make rolls. And you can give me perception or investigation depending on like whether you're glancing around the room or whether you're like going and like looking for cracks in the mortar.
I do want to look at those elf statues.
Okay.
There's 2, right?
There's 5. 3 on the north and 2 on the south, and then this far spot.
One was the white marble with red.
Yeah, they're all made of that same marble.
Oh, okay, then I'll start looking at each one of them in turn.
Okay.
It's a 10 perception.
10 perception. Okay. So the one thing that you do notice, so there's a very thick coat of dust here, but coming out of this alcove that's missing its statue, there are some tracks that move in, that disappear into the pit.
And that's the glowing area.
Yeah. Well, the pit that separates where you are from the glowing area, which you can see there is a pit with spikes in it, not very cleverly disguised.
I can see that they've also failed to make the pit that it's actually at the floor level of spikes just sticking up.
Well, it's a pit, so it'd be.
It is a pit.
He is rubbing me.
Oh, yeah.
For my HD preparation.
I have to be careful with you.
More imagination.
The other thing I'll say is that these footprints are small.
Goblin size? I speak goblin. I'm related to
Probably
goblins.
smaller than goblins.
You're related to goblins?
Bugbears are supposed to
In
be
fact-
related to goblins and orcs.
You would guess they're like his size.
Do I see him anywhere? Or did he make these tracks?
I don't know. Where are you?
Did I survive your shoulder tantrum?
I don't know. Did you stay on my shoulder as I
I
was
think I may have
smashing this
fallen
thing?
I think I may have transferred to the Tortuga.
Alright, then you're on your. You can
Yeah,
walk
you don't.
along.
You don't see him. And there's no footprints into this room. So if he were invisible, that would.
I have an early night tonight, so I will see you all next time.
I will protect
see
you.
you.
Sir. You will not die tonight.
More rations.
Okay.
Extra rations.
I eat them all
Draconically bonded.
immediately.
Yeah,
Are you gonna be around tomorrow?
I am.
I will be there. Same time, same place.
I don't think there's been any more snow, so I probably still won't be able to get over there from where
I could potentially swing by and pick you up if you want.
Yeah, let's
Sorry,
talk
I
in the
did-
morning.
I don't know if you wanted any more. That's
No, that's probably with only a perception and only perception of 10, but that's probably all I can guess.
Joke, I got a 7.
But there's tracks that lead over there from there, and it's from Mars.
While these guys are talking, I'm going to wander in as well.
Okay.
I just stay in the middle of the group.
Okay.
So many things.
So the dragon
That's
of
probably
the same
in the doorway.
material gave us a riddle. We have 5 statues, 1 missing, and there is an ominous light at the end.
Which, if I thought about it, I'd lose him. Well, only the one has a battery.
Okay, who's staying behind?
I don't think so. Zorro's gonna go if most everyone else goes. Yeah.
I think there's more to this than what we're seeing.
Hey, it's blue. Nice. Oh, that's steel.
It's supposed to be green.
Now it's green. Anyone staying in the other room? Coming over.
I'll go with you.
All right. Should we go with
So
the
the-
room? And this is a normal. This is the size of an
The
elf,
big room.
except for the red and. So what are the elves?
So they're
So the human was red and white marble. What are the elves?
so all 5 of these statues that are present look elven.
Okay.
They're the red and white. They're the white marble with the red veins. So they're humanoid. Sorry, that's what I said. Resemble tall elves in plate armor.
Okay.
Why would elves be next to a shrine for a dragon?
I don't know. Let's ask him. I walk up. To the
Elves
first
are
one.
usually good people, are they not?
Doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything.
I want to touch one of the statues.
It's cold,
Okay.
like you expect marble to be.
Is there any anything written on any of these statues, or anything indicate like a plaque that indicate who these were, or
Yeah. That's a good question. So over top on the north side here, there's some carving in Draconic.
Rex?
Yes.
The look up there.
Rex looks. You should use longer sentences.
I would like for you to read the above, please, if you would be so kind.
I think he speaks normally now.
So above on the north side in Draconic it says Honor Guard, and then on the south side, and in a way that you kind of feel like you're supposed to read it together. You say, "To the dragon priest."
On regard to the dragon priests. Just one, right?
Yeah.
Does that ring a bell? The dragon priest?
So it's hard to be like, is this a specific person or is this just the leader of the cult that was here?
These cults have leaders.
That's typically how cults work.
We should kill him too.
Based on the sarcophagus, he's dead.
I know what you're going to tell. Oh.
I want to get closer to the pit and see if the smell is similar to the blight that was outside in the open air.
You want to, sorry.
Just approach the pit.
Okay.
Just to see if there's similar smell of the blight that we've been encountering till now.
I see him walking around like this.
So as you look down in the pit, there are spikes at the bottom of the 10-foot drop. They're clean. There's nothing in there. It's musty in here, but you're not smelling any rot of any sort.
Those footprints that were already in the room, did they lead to the sarcophagus?
They lead, yeah. So they lead from the alcove kind of to this pit, and now that you're here, you can actually see that they go like around the corner of this archway, so that they go to this room but out of sight.
Can we identify
But not to the sarcophagus itself.
footprints in the dust?
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Nice, survival. I like survival.
So they came from the alcove?
Yeah, so there's 6 alcoves, so the pillars are supposed to be the... And so 5 of them have statues, 1 was missing, and these footprints in this undisturbed dust come from those... What did you say?
20?
Yeah, so as you haven't been with this group very long, but one of these things is not like the others. And he has very small feet that are pretty distinct, with his 3 claws, I don't remember. And these look a lot like his footprints.
Right, like Mars's?
Like yeah, this is like, if you didn't know better, Mars flew in here as a bat and made some footprints and then flew out. Well, he was invisible or something.
It sounds like something you do.
Yeah.
It looks like these are the same markings as Mars would leave. Is he with you all this time? Mars, where are you? Have you been
Is he invisible?
sneaking about behind our backs?
He's on the...
So he's on my back, but
Hi, who's playing Mars?
I'm playing Mark. I don't know.
He hisses.
I want to look for these. They're coming out of that area, missing a statue.
Uh-huh.
But where are they coming from? Is there like a hole in the wall? Is there a gate? And I don't see footprints going both ways.
You don't see footprints going both ways?
It's just only the one way.
Only the one way.
Then I need to look closer at that area.
And you can do investigation if you want.
And then I'm just standing under each statue, and if anybody's paying attention, which people are probably distracted, I'm like mimicking their stances.
the body stances.
Yeah, and I'm going, but like from each one deliberately, spending a long time looking at it, and then matching their stance.
With a natural 7, I'm sure that I saw everything.
There is...
With my plus, though, that makes it a 7.
Yeah. So there's a pedestal here, no statue, and there are footprints. The footprints begin on the pedestal and then hop down and go around the corner.
All right. Well, let's look around the corner and
solid,
see what's there.
I mean, as solid as anything in here.
So I'm gonna walk over past the pit and I'll look around the corner and see what's going
Okay.
on.
So the pit goes all the way across.
Okay.
Robert made it bigger because I didn't make it as big as my description. So anyway, yeah. So you'd have to jump or.
How far is it?
Or look. I think the way it's on there, it's 10 feet.
But good. You probably have good athletics.
Yeah, we'll say like
I bet you can do it.
That's a long
6-7 feet, and then the archway, and then the full. Yeah, and there's the archway the other
6
side.
or 7 feet. I'm 10 feet tall.
You could fall over and catch the other side.
You could jump over it. That's true.
You
can just stride across it.
If you just make a plank,
It's not even a jump at this point.
you could walk across your back.
I mean, I suppose I could walk or I could jump.
You can get across easily. That's
All right. Well, I'll
He can.
step across.
Who was it? looking at all the statues the first time.
Oh, the first time.
The first time I looked at statues.
Did you want to roll like a perception or investigation?
I did, but I forget what that was.
Okay.
So I can. Which one? Perception or investigation?
Whichever. Like depends on whether you're just like glancing at them and like trying to notice things,
I
or
was
whether
I
you're...
was trying to see if what happened with the dragon would happen with.
Okay. Yeah. So just give me a perception as you're there. Sorry, you did, and I forgot that.
I also forgot, so don't feel bad. 12.
12. Okay. Yeah.
I don't even have to math. You just hit the button and it tells you.
Can I am spending a lot of time looking at them. I'm not like investigating.
Yeah, you do perceptions and I'll give you advantage on it. Anyway, sorry. So you want to step across? Okay.
Wait, who's stepping across?
16.
16. Okay. Something's weird about the pedestal for the middle one on the south side.
Going this side?
South
Yeah,
towards
south
us.
is towards you. Okay. As you step across there, in this corner, there's a little green creature that looks somewhat familiar to you.
Mars?
And
Sister.
he will
Mercury.
go to bite you. You can roll.
Venus?
You can roll to see if you go first.
Do I recognize it as Mars, or is it a
It's
different one?
the same thing as Mars, but it's not Mars.
Should I hurt it, or should I not?
Just let it bite you and you just pat it on the head.
Yeah, that's how they greet.
So, what did it roll?
They rolled a 19 on
Oh,
this
that
initiative.
can be, sure.
Oh, no,
Oh,
that's
oh,
initiative. Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, you were pretty sure it was there. Okay.
Or, sorry, 11.
11. Okay. It's going to attempt to bite you. That's an 18 plus
Hey,
something.
nasty beastie.
It's like a handshake.
Yeah.
In closet speak. I mean, Mars did the same thing when we first ran it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bunch to hit. It is a D4. That is 7 damage. It maxed that out. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Found your artery.
I don't like that. I didn't calculate my saving throws.
So it would be plus your Constitution.
It's like, yeah, plus
Never
2.
had that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had
If
that
you're
problem.
proficient, it would be plus 4, but if not,
I
it's
don't
just
think
plus 2.
so. Well, yeah, 4?
4. Okay. You take an additional
What if you
Take
have
that
2
one.
points
Two
of
foot closet.
poison damage, and you are poisoned for the next minute.
Alright.
And now you get to go.
That is a nasty little bug.
We can put Mars over there for now.
Yeah,
Because
we
I'm
can
too
go
lazy
say
to
hi to
fight.
each other.
I know you have one, but I
Oh, another closet?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can get the other closet in.
I don't. Yeah.
Wait, so this is in front.
So it would be in the corner.
Well, so I think Mars would come over, being
Okay,
curious
yeah.
in another closet.
Yeah. So he didn't surprise you because you knew he was there by the footprints. That's why I didn't let him just attack immediately. Okay.
Let's see. I want to blow a big spell on him.
Here's the other one.
Alright, I'm gonna swing and I guess try to hit him with my
Okay.
quarterstaff. And I totally missed.
Yeah, a small creature
You
like
sure?
that, that's like animal cruelty.
You have an animal that.
If you got double digits, you may have hit him.
No. I got 2.
He will bite you again.
I
Oh wait,
will-
well
wanna move
everyone
on?
else, yeah,
Yeah, I think
everyone
it
else
probably
I
can
will
react.
run over it.
Okay. So go ahead and roll initiative here. I don't know what he rolled. This is 19. Okay.
I got a 13.
13,
18.
18,
18.
16.
16.
How can you do this sometimes? That's just wrong.
11.
Okay, so he's gonna get another bite. Mark before
Mars
this.
got-
Oh, that's right, because you had a 19.
That's a 1. He hit a 19. Okay, now we'll let Wraithfoot go first because I'm sure you have a higher
to
dex.
get over there.
Okay.
I assume I have to jump?
Yeah, but you can. Yeah, it's not hard.
Okay. Then I want to flank him. Once I
Okay.
get over there.
You flank him.
And then I want to attack him.
Okay, go ahead and try to stab him.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully he's flanked, so that 8 doesn't do anything. 16 probably doesn't either.
16 hits him.
16 hits him. Perfect. And that is 11.
11. As you stab him, he says, "Ha ha ha! You broke my binding. My watch over the dragon priest is over." And then you twist, and he expires.
We could have talked to him. We're bad people.
Mars screams.
Hey, attack me first?
He attacked,
Oh, what choice
he
was
attacked you
that?
first. so that's
It's
number
cast for
one.
the dino.
Does he vanish or is he?
Yeah, his body like melts into ash and he disappears.
Spray the
And it smells a little bit like brimstone.
Mars covers his eyes.
And what happens with my poison condition at this point?
So you're poisoned for a minute, which just means you have like disadvantage on perception checks.
Okay. All right.
So it's not going to be
Effective.
And so then I say, well, crap.
Wait, so he says his watch over the Dragon Priest is over. That means someone's concerned about the Dragon Priest enough that even if he's dead, that someone has to keep guard. I don't think this is something we can walk away from.
I find someplace small and hide.
You do your best to squeeze into a corner.
It's pretty small.
The best way to do this, of course, is to be,
Out of the way.
surprise works best if they can't
yeah.
see you.
And roll a stealth check. So I guess I'll tell you as you hear, a violet marble tiles cover the floor and walls, though all are cracked or broken, revealing rough-hewn stone beneath. Sconces are attached to the walls at each corner. One holds a torch that burns with greenish fire. A marble sarcophagus, easily 9 feet long, lies in the room's center. The coffin is carved with dragon imagery, and the head of the sarcophagus resembles a dragon's head. Rusting iron clasps firmly lock down the lid.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think we should open it.
All right, we'll
27.
27, okay. You guys don't know what happened to Wraith, but he came and he stabbed that thing, and then he walked into a corner and disappeared.
GTFO'd over here.
Jeez.
The opposite corner from where the
This is locked
torch is.
for a reason. You should keep it the way it is.
So it has locks on the outside of it, keeping something in.
Give me, as you look around the room, you do see some writing.
This is a new room?
This is, yes, well, so I'm
It's
keeping,
like an
where the
antechamber.
sarcophagus is, I'm keeping separate, I'm referring to as a separate room from.
So it's like an antechamber.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I totally come back here.
Yeah, so there's some draconic writing on behind the sarcophagus. Here.
Yeah, is it? I read it. What the?
So it's kind of written in like verse, and it's like old flowery language, and you hated this when your tutors made you do this instead of swordplay. But the gist you get is that the dragon priest committed an abominable act, and so he was punished. Let's see, he was punished, but not to lose his. He was to be punished, but not to lose the honor of his position.
So does that give me the hint that maybe he's still alive and locked in the tomb alive?
Potentially, he is in some sort of locked in here alive. You're not sure how people stay alive, but yeah.
I want to put my ear to the sarcophagus lid.
Give me a perception check just for fun.
Roll a dex save.
As he's doing
6.
I smashed the lid.
You're nothing. Yeah, buddy.
As he's doing that, I was gonna take my staff and just kind of tap the side of the sarcophagus a little bit.
Guys,
Make it sound like it's scraping.
I think someone's knocking.
You don't hear anything. It's hollow.
Yeah. Okay, I finally got what you're doing.
You don't even hear that.
While they're doing this, I'm going to try and cast a message inside the sarcophagus.
Your spell does not find purchase. You smash the lid. You've gotten really good at smashing marble in the last hour.
Would you say he's
Is
proficient?
this a marble sarcophagus?
What?
The sarcophagus
The
is marble?
sarcophagus is marble. Yeah.
He keeps destroying valuable stuff. But okay.
No,
You didn't destroy any of the else
There's no
statues.
value
That
in
actually
this.
fit in your bag.
Oh, they would?
I'd have to look up the dimensions, or you could look up the dimensions. But yeah,
Isn't the
I do-
hole like a
I
foot?
thought they were human size.
they're human sized.
Well, elves are still
The one here was 10 feet.
Like, but the
19
the
melee.
hole
Okay.
it's like
Yeah.
this big.
So you
and 11 damage.
slam, and you put a crack across the middle of the.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Of the
smash
lid.
its head and then crack it.
Yeah.
Don't
So it's loose now. You can push it off. There's a
damage it too much.
Yeah,
We
rip it open.
need to
In the
learn.
coffin is a troll. It's dressed in rotted finery, but jewelry and rings adorn its tiny jewelry and rings adorned with tiny silver dragons still sparkle. The creature's body is shrunken and elongated, and its flesh is rubbery, putrid green.
I cast produce flame on it.
Its black
immediately.
hair is long, thick,
No thought.
and ropey. Its beady black eyes flash open, and it snarls.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make
Would-
your attack.
I was gonna
I
say,
wanna
when you do
attack.
that, I'm gonna dragon breath it.
That would be
Waiting all game for this dragon breath.
Let it loose now.
15.
That's why it's still alive.
15.
for 12.
That's
Yeah.
good enough to hit it.
Okay.
And I need to write down
It needs to make a DC 11 save.
dex
Yeah,
save.
that would be
I think
a
so.
Whopping 2 damage.
I'm going to give it
breath weapon.
disadvantage. That is a 6 plus some stuff that I'm sure is not enough.
2 damage.
2 fire damage.
Oh yeah, so good.
Okay.
That's a
And
breath weapon,
Yeah.
DC
I think I'm
11.
total 7.
7?
Seven.
It hits.
Okay.
This is the first time you see me use this. 2 damage. It's on fire.
We saw this fire coming. They were like, "Oh, we must have really gotten that."
Okay.
It's actually my reaction because it's like, oh, wow. Achoo.
Yes, he just vomited fire.
Just vomited fire at it.
And he's laying prone, right? So I
He's
want
laying
to
prone.
step back to get out of this range as well.
I think we will pick up here in 2 weeks. It's 9:30. I don't know. Like,
Okay.
wait, this could be quick. It might not be quick. You guys tell me if you want to.
It'll be quick.
It'll be
It'll be
quick.
quick. Okay.
We could
Everyone,
fight.
roll initiative. I will roll some initiative for him.
15.
11.
Okay.
I'm going to go get the open sarcophagus.
Oh, does that one not open? Okay. You were
11.
15. You were 14.
11.
11.
5.
I'm still trying to write your actual names instead of your 5.
Well, actually, I'm at Rindor, but I identify as 5.
Thank you. Okay.
I had a 13.
13. That puts you here.
Mars had a 7.
I should have been filling my gap in a satisfying way. 5. You also had a 5. What's your
Yes.
dex?
My dex is a +1.
What's your dex?
Hold on. My dex is.
You have a
To
troll.
the top.
I don't have a troll. I didn't actually.
+1.
Okay.
What's
Do you
your
care which
actual
one of you
number?
goes first?
I don't care.
I'll go last.
Okay.
It seems right.
And I don't remember
Still
what I rolled
posing
for
over
him.
there.
14, 15. You rolled a 15.
Yes.
I'll let you go first because he's still in the sarcophagus.
Oh, yeah. We're smashy.
I am so sad.
What?
I need to go before he goes in combat. Oh, because again, I rolled badly.
Okay.
Here's the troll.
Thank you so
How
much.
badly did you roll?
Okay. Yeah, that's much better than handing it to me.
Thank you for the
Hey,
helpful
you can
boost.
still stop Scott's seat. He had to go.
Well, I mean, it's possible that you rolled better than me.
Do we have.
But my plus is 4, and I still ended up not great.
Well, my plus is a 1, and I got a
I
5.
can't sub on
So you
someone
will
else's character if the children are away from the car.
Oh.
Otherwise, I would,
Okay.
and that would be fun.
Okay.
This might be the end.
I think I
sounds
gotta
like
go
maybe-
then.
All right. Yeah. Hi,
We will
which
pick up
table?
here. I will.
Alright, we are calling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they want to come and see the table?
Yeah, they want to. They would love.
Okay. We can go grab it because that's the whole reason why I didn't drive myself today is so that you could have an excuse to come up.
Hello. Okay, bye, puppy.
Hi.
She was gonna try to put me to sleep and then come.
So can we pick up next time and reroll initiative?
Oh, yes, please.
It depends on whether or not I lose the sheet.
All right.
Please lose the sheet.
Can I see that sheet really quick?
So what was the link you had for that, right?
So I will tell you, he's a little immense at